What's up? How you doing? What's going on? You having a good night? Are you? You know, I missed last year. I didn't come down to the Strip last year around F1. What happened last year was that we had a person who was like a family member who passed away suddenly in September. And that person was our roommate for years before COVID outbreak. Well, actually, no, sorry. That person was our roommate at first when it was like a week before COVID shut down. And then COVID shutdown happens and you get locked in a house with a person and it became like family to us, man. And then he got really sick and he was trying to sell the house, but then he just died suddenly and it was horrible. And so Caroline had to fly back to Vegas at the end of October. So then we got November 19th. So I missed all of the, I almost cursed. We missed all of the you-know-what show that's happening out there right now. And as I was riding in today, I was taking the scooter down, you know, I'm going past it. The Strip looks like a freaking, it looks like a prison or some kind of like detention center. There's fences absolutely everywhere. There's scaffolding all over the place. It's a mess. And I did that video on F1 and I thought it would do better, but apparently you guys don't care about my videos anymore. None of you watched it. That's why. If y'all loved the videos, I mean, I know you care, just not that video. If y'all love the videos, you would have watched it at first and then it would have been like suggesting it and the video would have more than 4,000 views. That's a pathetic fail of a video. I'm working on a new one now, so that's cool. I'm at Caesars right now, and today what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a study of the hotels. We're gonna go check out Harrah's, and we're gonna go check out Venetian, maybe Palazzo, I don't know. You know, I'm here, bro. I mean, business has picked up. I told you guys what was gonna happen after the election, and it's exactly what I thought. Got a few sales, 3 sales. People still call spamming. They can't spam it now. I turned off the ability for that to ring at all, which I didn't even know I could do beforehand. So now you can call that number and nothing will happen. You can text that number and I'll get your text messages. But yeah, somebody was trying to bomb our stream with calls because they had nothing else to do. But yeah, I mean, I really thought that F1 video would click a little more. I did a video on how it's basically destroying the Strip, and it is. And there is proof of that today. So I'm gonna take you guys out and take a look at that. But anyways, just driving out to Vegas Boulevard 20 minutes ago, it was horrible. See, there you go, Mike knows. You know, it is Caesars. Yeah, I'm on the 4th level of Caesars. We got the Christmas music playing in the background, and I'm gonna try to just get my energy up. I wake up at 4:30 this morning. 4:30, because I wanted to trade pre-market, and you know, I don't care about the F1 race thing, so I wouldn't watch a video. Well, yeah, that's a good point. Maybe you're right. Would you watch a video on how one casino had 2 deaths in the same year and it was probably the fault of the casino? I made that video today. I recorded it last night. And I'm working on that one. I have to edit it. They're like lazy mode videos because I have my research on my monitor, then I have my phone here, and then I just read off the talking points, then I formulate the words, and I say the words, and then I import it into the video editor, and I try to find news clips, and then I try to find B-roll, and then I have to like do it so it doesn't suck butt. Just got back to Salt Lake City, Utah from Vegas on Tuesday. It was craziness from the F1. There's F1's here forever, dog. I mean, that's what it is. So it doesn't really matter. So yeah, so how's your week going? How's the post-election business? Is your business picking up? Did you lose business? I don't think anybody's losing business. We got some ice water here. We're gonna have a drink and then we're gonna go take a walk and see what we can see. It is cold season in Vegas, at least for me. Oh yeah, Shane, it's here forever, bro. They're not going anywhere. No, I mean, F1 spent $100 million to build stuff. You don't spend $100 million to build things and then intend to leave after 3 years. And besides, what in the devil would they actually do with all of the facilities that F1 builds behind the Strip off of Koval? And at Koval, and they're on Koval, yeah, they're on Koval and Harmon. Right on that corner, they have the paddocks, they have everything. What are they gonna do with all that? It'd be a terrible waste. F1 will have walked away from a massive investment that they would hope would pay off to build their brand up, and the city would have just things that would just rust in the desert. It is incredibly quiet here. We're gonna walk around and check out some inside stuff, check out some outside stuff, and see if we get any support from you guys on this stream tonight. And let's get going. I will go watch your F1 video once I can. Oh, you're good. Yeah, I don't know if maybe the other thing that could be possibly happening is that YouTube is not promoting my regular uploads because I haven't done one in a few weeks. That's also a distinct possibility, but we'll find out. Let's get rolling, dog. Man, it was so cold and windy when I got off my scooter. My eyes were all blurry. They're better now. I was riding my scooter today, baby. And then I was listening to my Google Music. What did I play? I played the Beatles, A Day in the Life. Then I played Marilyn Manson. Then I played Audioslave. What a diverse set of interests, huh? It's my super mix. The Beatles and Marilyn Manson and Audioslave. Like what? Yeah, and there's even hip hop stuff in there. So that's what that is. Yep. Oh, it's so pretty in here though. I love Christmas, man. I'm telling you, dude. I'm a sucker for the holidays. But I get depressed at Christmas too. Anybody get depressed around Christmas time? I get depressed around Christmas time. My family, man, we had some, look at this. Oh yeah, there's the view. If you're ever trying to make films, you just use this escalators, and then your escalator is your gimbal shot. That's your hero shot. Paris, not tonight, dog. I might stream tomorrow night. I might not. I mean, I might just chill at home and watch Mike Tyson and I can't remember. Is it Jake Paul, Logan Paul? I don't remember which one it is. I'll watch a douchebag fight a reformed felon. We can't do a crane shot because we're gentlemen and we don't want to show women's butts. Then I'm gonna get security on my ass telling me I'm a creeper. That's yeah. Go Mike. I don't know what's gonna happen, dude. I don't think it's gonna be a real, well, I know it's not a real fight. Unless Mike Tyson got a little bit of his fighting spirit back. But they say once that's broken, it never comes back, dude. They're just labels. What's labels? The books want Jake Paul. There's no, can you actually bet on that fight here? If you can, I'm really surprised. Because I don't know that you should be able to. It's not a sanctioned fight. So if it is on the books, I'd be surprised. But not that much surprised. It's douche versus reformed felon, mind you. I like Mike Tyson. And I say that because I'm afraid of Mike Tyson. I've never met Mike Tyson, but I fear that if I meet him, he would be like, Steven Campbell, I'm gonna bite your ear off. I'm very angry. You make fun of my voice. You make fun of my voice. So now I'm gonna teach you a lesson. And then he would punch me with all the might of Odin's fist. Boom! I can because I live in Vegas. Okay, I see. So you're saying that the books do have it on. Well, let's go. We'll get to a sports book eventually. One of these minutes on this stream. Share this with somebody, dude. What's wrong? How come you haven't shared it yet? Probably most of you guys haven't liked it either, but I can't be bothered to care about that anymore. Like a cowboy. CBD in a casino? Dude, CBD is legal across the entire United States of America. Rantsev 78. I never seen a celebrity on the strip except for that one guy, that wrestler guy, Chris Jericho. Las Vegas Midweek is fully supported by convention scene at the mega hotels. Do you think? Maybe, I don't know. But here's the deal. It's like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving, right? It's a week after the election. A lot of people didn't book travel. Here's what I'm talking about. Here's your prison. Look at this, man. Look at this. You can't even enjoy the sceneries. That's what it is, man. The whole thing. I didn't see this last year. This is my experience. I'll come out on F1 weekend. I'm not gonna be out here at midnight. Streaming the midnight. Who cares? Bunch of Europeans anyways. Oh, I'm in Las Vegas. Isn't this weird? Yeah. Oh, everything is so beautiful. No, I like Europeans. I just think it's funny. It's all locked down. Yeah, this looks like a prison. It does. I'm telling you, dog. Do you think Hard Rock's going to launch a new logo or update their logo for when they open the hotel? If Mike hurts Jake, Jake's like, dude, he's got CTE. Look, you can't. Well, isn't there a, yeah, there's a crosswalk here, but not anymore. Because FU, F1, that's why. Yeah, screw you, you can't cross the street there. That's fine, we'll go here. Did they close this walk off? Oh, you gotta be effing kidding me, dog. Holy cannolis. Look, you can't cross the street here anymore. This is bull. Oh, I'm hopping mad. You should be mad too, dude. You can't cross the street anymore in Las Vegas. Do you think the Hard Rock will bring back the themed properties? No. I wish they would. I don't know, man. The guitar is their brand, you know? Oh man, I thought there was a $500 super chat because of all that red out of the corner of my Colonel Blink. It's just a generic German thing, you know? We have ways of making you enjoy the F1, Mr. Campbell. You will enjoy F1. Give me all your money. Clink. You meant Clink. I know what you meant. I never watched Hogan's Heroes, but I understand it was a thing and there was a guy named Colonel Clink. I know. We have ways of making you enjoy F1. You will give us all of your money now to watch the race. This is, no, my gosh. What a spit show this is. Anyway, Klaus. It's the best character on American Dad half the time. They closed off all of the pedestrian walkways. You know, they didn't have to do that. The race is on the 23rd and it's the 15th for the lack of better part of the day is done. So you got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So now you have 9 days of them putting up double-walled barrier cages and closing down the walkways that aren't covered walkways. Now let me ask you a question about the Americans with Disabilities Act, ladies and gentlemen. Because yes, you can, I guess, get to the escalators and the elevators. It wasn't Dieter's dance party though, it was Sprockets. Now's the time at Sprockets where we dance. Would you like to touch my monkey? Touch it, love it. I know, I get references. The covered walkways are crap too. I agree. Like right here. Is this even accessible on race day? I imagine it must not be. It can't be. Whoa, Vegas Unlocked is the most generous person on the entire chat tonight. Yeah, this is 100% like very claustrophobic, and I won't imagine. Look, they got portable bathrooms at least. We need to move this 730 feet north to the marked location. So at least we know where it's going to end up. The marked location. Yeah, this is not right. This ain't it, Chief. Somebody in my stream chat the other day was saying about the well, would you look at that? They sure built that quickly. We'll go look at that in a minute. Oh, now's the time of the video I remind you, if you guys actually care about the streams, at least this walkway's open. Why are the other ones closed? This one's open. If you actually care about the streams and you want us to do more of them, donate, support, okay? Go and click on the links below. You'll find our Cash App, PayPal. It's in the Show More box of this video. You can find it. You know what Show More is. And go find a way to reach out to us and send us some thanks for doing these streams for you. Or don't, and then wonder why I'm only doing videos from my office, from my studio. Because it's getting to be a really, really big chore to come out here 4 times a week and fight all this. when I can sit in my studio and spend 2 hours to make a video that could actually get way more views. But I'm happy to be out here if you guys want to show support, okay? I love y'all. You're going live, good to try to turn the lights off and try to fall asleep too. Not that it's interesting, just something to listen to. You won't get juiced up. What's that? Glad you're live. Oh, you fall asleep to my videos? That's an honor, bro. That's an honor, buddy. Roger D gave us a $20 in life super chat. I still have framed it. I put it on my wall. I hung it on me wall. Nobody. That's the most off the wall reference I could ever say. I hung it on me wall. Nobody knows that reference. There is somebody in this chat that knows that reference from a TV series. I'll give you a clue. It's animated. I hung it on me wall. In England, we call them chips. Come on, tell me. Tell me. Tell me the reference. Oh, we got the police out here blocking traffic so you can't go this way for some reason, which is nonsense. Did I get new glasses? No. No, I went to an eye doctor who was nice enough to tell me I probably don't need them. I'm not going to China. All the YouTubers that watch me, they don't watch me, dog. Is there any YouTubers out here other than Vegas Unfiltered? Do you have Cash App? Yeah, of course. It's $ LVSteven. LV like Las Vegas, LVSteven, STEVEN. Thanks up, Aaron, and I'll call you out. I'll see it. I'm on the subway heading back from the hospital. Yeah, prayers for Steve D. He's going through some health stuff, but it sounds like he's in good hands with professionals that know what's up. This is what they were building the other day. I guess, like, from television, they don't have to do a very good job. How is it a prison? Dog. Everything is blocked off. On this side of the street, it's not, but across the way. So in the middle here, let me show you, dude. In the middle here, we have a giant barrier separating the street. And then there's another giant 12-foot, 15-foot tall fence on the other side. And then there's another 15-foot tall fence on the other side. And then they have blocked off most of the crosswalks. We couldn't go from a crosswalk over to Harrah's, which is fine, but we're here now. So it's not Pinky in the Brain, dude. Nope, it's not Pinky in the Brain. Hung it on me wall. It's not Pinky in the Brain. It's a bigger cartoon than Animaniacs and Tiny Toon Adventures. Because we're Animaniacs. Oh my gosh, Christopher Harlan sent me $10 on Cash App. Thank you, Christopher. You're the man now, dog. You're the man now, dog. Ringo, thank you, Peter. Peter Campbell gets it. Man, you're the man, dog. Yeah, it's from The Simpsons. So I guess when you're floating a drone above the strip broadcasting 1080p, oh, the F1 is not in 4K. TV broadcast is not in 4K hardly at all. You can make this look like garbage on the ground, but then it's going to look great when you're up in the skies, I suppose. Thank you so much, Chris. Oh, I thought that was Sup Aaron. That was Chris Harlan. How much do I pay for parking on the strip? I ride my scooter every day because my car needs an oil change. I don't have the time to do it. I really don't. Like some people say I don't have time. I wake up at 4:30. I do trading. I work all day till 4:30, and then I do these streams 4 out of 7 days. And, you know, so I don't have a lot of time. So I don't pay anything, but how much you gonna pay for parking? 20 bucks for a few hours, $15 an hour sometimes. Typically a 24-hour period for parking on the strip will cost you $35 to $50, depending on where you're going. Sup Aaron's like, no, it wasn't me. I was just asking your Cash App so other people would donate. And that's a cool tactic, and I like that, Sup Aaron. Good work. Vets are free parking, yeah. And also, if you have a local ID from the state of Nevada, well, it doesn't mean local ID. If you have a Nevada ID, then you're going to get parking for free. Scan your ID. So yeah, it's an episode of The Simpsons where Marge writes to Ringo Starr and sends him a painting. It's the episode where she paints Monty Burns. Marge is an artist, and she's uninspired because he's tearing into her, saying she's a bad artist, and then she gets a response from Ringo Starr for a painting she sent him like in the 1960s. And he says, you know. Ahongo told me wool. I will donate Cash App because you get the real value. Oh, thanks up, Aaron. Cool, man. I see them as they come up on the screen, so that's nice of you guys. I see my Cash Apps, I see my Venmos, I have the notifications for those turned on. You're watching The Patriot. Oh, that's a good movie. The bigger story is The Mirage, sitting empty like some setup. I think they should just like film a monster movie there. Joe Money says, I have money. Okay, thanks, Joe Money. You're right, you shouldn't donate to me because I already have money. I'm super rich. I'm not super rich. There's the bagpipes. Yeah, I use Zelle. I use Zelle. All my stuff, if you, underneath my video, if you click on info, you'll see it. My Zelle is my Yahoo email address. Yeah, I like Zelle too. Zelle goes to my Bank of America. But you just click on more info and all my ways to, reach out are there. Or just use that oil change money to pay the PG&E bill for me. Man, Pacific Gas and Electric. We have Envy Energy out here. Yeah, man, those bills are expensive too, dog. So I said we're gonna go into the shops. What am I doing then with my life? We have to get in this way. Let's go this way. We're gonna study us some forum shops. Or no, some Grand Canals. Oh yeah, this is the European one. You go the opposite way. This is the European version because we're like, in Venetian and it's European. Right. So if you're in Canada, you're Canadian, and if you're in America, you're an American. Does the paid parking at least get rid of some of the riffraff? I don't think so, because I don't think the riffraff drives cars. I think some of the riffraff lives in little hovels off the side of the roads on the strip, or they sleep in their car. I don't think they stay on the strip. I don't know, man. So if you're in Canada, you're a Canadian. If you're in America, you're an American. And if you're in Europe, what are you? European. If you're in the bathroom, European. That's the dad joke. I ruined it. So yeah. So if you're that's the joke. Here's the dad joke. I'll say it right again. My dad told me this joke. He said, if you're in Canada, you're Canadian. If you're in America, you're an American. But what are you if you're in the bathroom? European. European. Nobody gets jokes. You guys aren't a fun audience. Just kidding. You're wonderful.
Here we go. What's poppin', fam? Lil Nas X here. It's me, Joker Hudson. What's up, it's your girl, Mainstay. I'm Travis Parker.
What's poppin', fam?
Hey, everybody.
What's up, San Diego 1? What's up, Andriani? Hello, can you please point the camera to the strip? You won't see much. There's the strip. I know, it's my first ever live stream. Just have some mercy on me. I've never done this before. I don't know what's going on. Planning my trip there in February, coming from you're coming from Ukrainianville. Okay, cool. There's that giant, man, that's huge. I know what you meant, DS. I know, Edmonton is, I know all about Canada. You guys have the CFL, it's the Edmonton Lions up there. I know. Edmonton is in Manitoba. I understand stuff, I know things. You got Edmonton and Manitoba, and they got the Lions in the CFL. I know stuff about Canada. You can't like completely fool me, dude. I'm smart on Canada. I really am. You guys have your presidential election coming up next year, right? F1 is on the 23rd. I think Caesars should open NASCAR on the opposite side of the strip. That'd be funny. Right, Canada has their presidential election coming up next year. Who's smart? I'm not smart, dog. I'm not smart. Here's the strip. Somebody wanted to see the strip. I'm just punking y'all about Canada. Freaking Canadians, some of you guys get so offended. Look at this guy, he doesn't know anything about Canada, eh? Au contraire, mon chéri. I know more about your place than you know about mine. I can almost guarantee you that. Which is fine. What's up, Dean? I didn't have any Canadians chime in and get mad at me for saying that Canada, the Edmonton Lions. Yeah, it's the BC Stampeders, the Calgary Blue Bombers, the Edmonton Lions, the Saskatchewan Red Blacks, the Toronto Argonauts, and the Montreal Alouettes. That's the whole CFL. It's the 23rd is the race, so by the 24th, come out here and there'll just be a bunch of drunken, hungover Europeans having a blast. Whoa, Mark M. Mark M did $20 to our PayPal. Thank you, Mark M. You're impressed with what I know. I used to say that when I was a young man working on the Strip and Timeshare, and then I had this one guy get really offended. And then when he found out I'm from Canada and I was punking him, he said, well, Americans should know way more about Canada than they do. And I said, oh, okay, so I will tell you this. Where are you from? He said, I'm from Etobicoke. I said, yeah, that's a suburb of Toronto. He's like, damn right. I said, good. What city is Brainerd? What state is Brainerd in? I said, what? I said, what state is Brainerd in? Quick, gotta answer. I said, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I said, Brainerd is a town in Minnesota, and the movie Fargo was filmed there. But you're Canadian, so you don't have to know that Brainerd is in Minnesota, because you don't need to know everything about the United States that's inconsequential to your life. So do you think that if Americans don't know that Etobicoke is a small town outside of Toronto, part of the greater Toronto area, do you think it's an offense to you? And he said, well, no. I said, right. So chill out. Chill out. It's Edmonton Elks. So stupid. Eskimos were offensive. Good golly, Miss Molly. Mighty Bull has entered the room. Only the Canadians in the chat understood what I just said. Look at the Mirage, though. Let's go zoom in on the Mirage a little bit. Punch. Punch. Winnipeg is better. What's in Winnipeg exactly? Other than Filipinos. There's lots of Filipinos in Edmonton and in Winnipeg. There's the construction outside. Oh yeah, this is when you touch your camera and it gives you guys all the grossness. There's the giant, huge atrium they're tearing down for no reason. Gotta get the boom, boom, boom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Room, room, room. Rhymes with boom. Doom, doom, doom. Gloom, gloom, gloom. Whoa, this is like horrible. Remember that British lady we met a few weeks ago? She was such a sweet soul. And she's like, I still can't understand why the Beatles are on the Mirage. Like, oh gosh, let me tell you about what you missed out on. Anyways, are they keeping the gold windows? It's gonna be blue, baby. I'm blue, la-da-dee. Hey, what's up, Bill Vic? You haven't been here forever. What's up, Aaron? We can't stress the donations, dog. When we do that, people reject us. And then they quit us. So we don't, I'm trying not to even ask, I decided, you know? If I ask you guys for a donation and it makes me sound cheap. I put the writing on the wall today, bro, dog. I put the writing on the wall. I told you. I can sit at home and make out-of-home videos all day long, or I can take my camera out and film myself and do edits like all the big YouTubers do. It is really slow right now. There's like nobody around today, which is perfect. You heard the atrium is staying? Oh, maybe they changed their minds. Last report I heard, it was being torn down to make way for plastic crap that nobody wants. But maybe we do want it and we just don't know. This is the giant grandstand. Why is there so many police? I don't know why, but they got this intersection closed down right here for some reason. This is just an exit ramp that goes north on Las Vegas Boulevard. I don't know why they would. I was there in June, it was like 108 degrees. Yeah, it is nice. It's actually 58 right now, but oh man, DS. Oh my gosh, you gave me a toonie. You're awesome, bro. Appreciate you. So this is what they were building. We were here just a few weeks back and I noticed it out the corner of my eye. Actually, no, that's not true. If you're on my Patreon, I did a 360 tour. It was 2 Saturdays ago when we went to the Concourse car show. So I did a 360 tour that day and I showed you that they were setting this up. So it took them 2 weeks to build this thing on top, which is pretty crazy, bro, if you think about it. Look, you get 4 cents from the Venetian on your cash out ticket. Nobody collects them. Guys, you know, let me just give you some advice. I walk past people aiming their cameras this way. Their cameras are so filthy dirty. If you want to take a photo at nighttime, can you just do me a favor? Give your phone a reach around. That's right, I said that. Give your phone a reach around and clean your camera lens before you take photos. I'm telling you guys, y'all thinking, you're sitting here thinking that your camera sucks, right? Sensational freshies. You know, I put up a sale. I told my Patreon and I told 11,000 people on our Facebook group. I put up a sale, 15% off, like a you know, Black Friday thing for hats, shirts that say not leaving Las Vegas. And I got one sale from my friend Matt down in Florida, and I would have sent him a hat for free. He's supported us so much with camera gear. I didn't know he was buying, and that was the only sale I got. So I figured we could spur some, but my audience, they don't really support streamers and stuff as much as you'd think, because they're an older audience, and they're like, what's that song? Get a haircut and get a real job. How much money is a lot of money? Say 30,000. No, 30,000 is not a lot of money. It's not. I mean, are you talking about income? 30,000 is nothing. No. So yeah, we didn't get any sales, but we got one from our buddy Matt, which was cool. This is a pretty neat, the fact that this is a temporary structure out here, you know? I mean, they built that in short notice too, in short order. So it's kind of impressive. No, 30,000 is not a lot of money. You got to pay taxes on $30,000. You know, you're paying 30% of that. So what's 30% of that? 10. So now you have 20. And then you think about what things cost. Hell, most people's rents are like $24K a year, something like that. Not a lot of money, man. So here's what we got. Look at this. This one's just completely sealed up. Oh, thank you so much, Sensational Freshies. $1 on the Cash App. Boom. Tobin is here. How you doing, Mr. Tobin? Mr. Tobin. This looks like... Oh. Look at this, man. This is just blow me away that they just did this. Close it all off. Yeah, like it's a completely hermetically sealed tube. It's a tube. Yeah, 30 grand's not a lot of money, dog. I mean, how much money do you need? To me, I figure, I know what my level is if I had residual income. There's a way you can do it if you want to do the exercise, so you have your FU money. Your FU money, okay? What that is, your FU money is the money that you need in order to walk away from anybody. You could say no to anyone. And so to get this, it's not hard. It's an exercise. You sit down with a pen and a pad, you know, and you say, okay, where do I want to live? How much does it cost for a lease or a mortgage? Costs this much. Okay, you add that up. What do I want in my life? Do I want like a housekeeping service? Do I want to get my shirts dry cleaned and have them pick it up? Do I want to do this? Add up everything you need, how much it costs for cars, how much it costs for the food you want to buy, the entertainment you want to have, how much it costs for everything on a monthly basis. And then you multiply it by 12, and that is your FU money. But FU money is money that you make residually, okay? It's money that you make without doing anything. Otherwise, it's not FU money. You can't walk away from life. So FU money is the money that you have that allows you to do anything you want in the entire world without anybody being able to say anything to you. Look at Santa Claus. Santa. Santa. Wow, look at this. Oh, it's not real. I thought this was real for a minute. Well, maybe it's real. Whoa, $15 from KW. Thanks for the lives. Greatly appreciate them. Hope you make it back in Vegas in 2026. Thank you so much. Mr. Keith, KW. So 30,000 isn't a lot. If it's a windfall, I mean, I don't have advice for how to spend your money. I would say if you have that money, invest it in something. So do it. That's good. Always. It always blows me away that I step in like 12 feet in a thing and the signal just bombs to nothingness. That's crazy. And then I come out 12 feet away, boom, hello signal. We're in the Grand Canal Shoppes right now. It's okay, should be good now. Is it great yet? I don't know. Sound is too loud? Is it too loud? Oh yeah, man, I got my mic cranked all the way to the ends of the world. My goodness, I must be blowing out your eardrums, aren't you? There you go. I was yelling. I was angry. The sea was angry that day, my friends. Sounds better now. Grand Canal Shoppes. Explore dining, shopping, and entertainment. Let's go explore. Sound is better, yeah? Good. Super good. Oh, the gondolas, but they don't run outside now. Having FU money, though, can be dangerous for you. No. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Yeah, these don't go outside, though, because they built a giant grandstand for billionaires. That's funny. It's the way it is, man. It's the way it is. So the Las Vegas hub is right here. Do-do-do, do-do-do.
I could show you a picture.
Oh, the hats are expensive. If we can ever find a way in, we can figure it out. They only let you go in and out of one way. It's almost like COVID is still here. They may not even allow me in because it's like they got a guy at the door like, sir? Oh, yeah, here it is. This is the entrance. Let's ask if we're allowed inside or if they're going to chase us miscreants with a camera away. Oh, they're closed? I guess they're closed. All right, they don't want your business here. We're going to stage the store but not open it until the proper day, I suppose. They're not even open. What a waste. Will I be on tomorrow? It's possible. It's a possibility I'll be on tomorrow. I mean, maybe. There's that big fight tomorrow, so I can't compete with it. We got Thanksgiving themed here, which is nice, and then we have the original gondola down there we can go check out. We don't go into the Venetian. We don't want some fired casino executive going postal on us. But this is the Venetian Hotel right here. We're gonna go downstairs, check out some of this cool stuff. Predictive programming in terms of what? I mean, I understand what predictive programming is. By some accounts, it's a conspiracy theory, and by some accounts, it's validly proven. But predictive programming for what? Why don't you tell me? Can't go that way, that's an up only. Yeah, the main fight's at 5. Do I want to be out until 10 o'clock at night? Maybe not, maybe. Oh, I see. Oh, I see how it is. He simply didn't open the door for me. They got people coming in and out of here, but I didn't get the door open for me. Well, that was a dick move. Oh, Vegas looking like a prison. I don't know, maybe. Could be. So I wasn't allowed in, but, you know, probably because of the camera. I care. I really care that I can't go in your overpriced store when I can walk into Resorts World and see the same overpriced garbage for the hats are $90. I was going to show you the price of the hat. It's the hats and the shirts. The shirts are like $150. The hats are $90. Yeah, if you thought NASCAR was funny with people wearing like corporate logos, Think about that for a minute. Just because you put F1 on your hat, now it costs $95. That is hilarious. But this is really cool over here. We got this gondola, and I think this may be the real deal from Venice, Italy. There's this whole timeline too. So yeah. So we got this here. It's a historic gondola timeline. Gondolas have been around since 1094, when a guy named Doge, who they named the Dogecoin after. That's not true. He issued a charter allowing Venetian citizens to build their own gondolas. And now we have this gondola here. I'm clipping. I don't understand this mic system at all, dog. I don't get it. Maybe it's better now. The mic is really close to me too, because I can't, like, I'm wearing all these winter jackets and stuff. Why do places not allow filming inside the casinos? Because they're private businesses. Because people complain to the business, and they might chase away a customer if they complain. But yeah, I mean, if you're a celebrity, like an actual bona fide celebrity, you can go in there. Of course you can, dog. They would love to have you in. Yeah, I mean, if you were like a politician, you know, Donald Trump or Barack Obama showed up, Joe Biden or Kamala Harris, come on in, bring your film crew. But that's because they're like actual celebrities. What do I think of Dogecoin? There's no application for Dogecoin. It's a funny joke. I mean, I think it's accepted at AMC theaters or something. But I think if cryptos don't have a real use, it's not much to invest in there, but what do I know? Don't make any decisions based on YouTubers telling you stuff about cryptos or investments. It's a terrible idea. You lose all your money, and then you blame the YouTuber when it's really you that you should blame. I know what Doge stands for, Frank, but you know, for the 4 years ago, it stood for something different. It stood for useless cryptocurrency. Well, DS, here's the thing, bro. You're on camera everywhere. You don't want to be filmed without permission, you shouldn't leave your house. There's hundreds and hundreds of cameras on Las Vegas Boulevard filming and recording you and storing it in archives all the time. This resort has cameras in it. There's one right there, that little black dot above my finger. So everywhere you go, you're filmed. Everywhere. Who knows what those people are doing with the footage? At least with us, you know it's just on YouTube. But you'll never know otherwise. Oh wow, it's called the Yahoo Sportsbook now. The Venetian and the Yahoo Sportsbook. No kidding, huh? They changed the name to the Yahoo Sportsbook. That is hilarious. That is some weird stuff. I mean, it has to be like Yahoo, the web company, right? And that's the only thing it could be. It's not like it's Yahoo Serious. Well, we're not in a public space though, Mark. See, that's the trick. This isn't a public space. I'm nowhere near a public space. I'm in a private indoor business. So, you know. Yahoo! I remember Yahoo back in the day. Everybody remembers Yahoo, baby. So how close are we to the sports book so we can maybe peek in? Because once again, we try not to film in the Venetian. They don't like it very much, we've been told. Front desk, Grand Canal Shoppes, Rideshare, Venetian Rewards, Yahoo Sportsbook, Middle Asia. Oh, it's way up here. All right, well then we're probably not going to be spending much time going to the Yahoo Sportsbook. We could always check out the one over at the, could go to the Wynn, but I don't want to go that far. For you little kids watching, when the internet was new, Yahoo was the biggest company in the world. Yes. Yahoo got purchased out, their search technology got purchased by Microsoft. So for all you people that use Bing search, all two of you, if you're watching, you're actually using Yahoo search when you use Bing. Yep, Yahoo was the search engine back in the day before people Googled stuff and it became a verb. Yeah, we can't go too far into the Venetian because we like to respect the rules. And my family likes this place. I don't want to be asked to leave. I actually fired up F123. F123. It's a game, and I turned it on. Oh, hey, what's up? What's your name?
We watch your show all the time.
I know, but what's your name?
Debbie.
Debbie.
Dave.
Have I met you before?
No.
No,
You're gonna leave me hanging?
We watch you all.
You guys want to be on my camera, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Hey, well, hold on. So Debbie and Dave, D&D.
Yeah.
That's hilarious
We
because
just left it.
my father was one of multiple kids, and it was Don, Dave, Debbie, Dan, and Donna Marie.
All the D's.
All the D's.
All the D's.
I don't know.
That's
Maybe
awesome.
they couldn't go further. You're Dave. Okay. Glad we established that. That's cool.
Just came out of the Sphere.
Oh my
Oh, how
God.
was it?
Postcard from Earth.
Was it good?
Really wild.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys are from somewhere up north.
Chicago.
See, I know
I'm
stuff.
from Chicago, from Illinois.
You're not from Chicago. Okay, you
Okay.
tell me that all day long. I can detect it on you.
Okay.
It's all good. What suburb?
St. Charles.
St. Charles. I don't know it. Is it nice?
Beautiful.
Oh,
Is it one of those places where everybody complains that they have to drive to St. Charles to clean the rich people's houses?
well, there's no parking in this town.
Yeah,
just
right.
kidding.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, that's
Yeah,
cool.
we're always watching you.
Yeah, we
working
watch
on
you all the
at
time.
night.
Yeah.
That's
we're watching
awesome.
And then we ran
Katie.
into Turn Up for a
Yeah.
couple.
Oh, that's fun. They're big
Yeah.
celebrities. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But
Well,
yeah,
cool.
The only problem with the Sphere is that they don't. We got misguided and walked around outside to it.
Oh, I
we
see.
got in there. The thing said the doors open at 3:30.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't. They let you inside to wait in line.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
If for an hour, there's no bathroom.
They think that lobby is so cool with those robots, and
Oh,
it's
I know,
not.
it was
It's
really
not.
wild,
Oh,
Yeah.
that was kind
Fun,
of neat.
Yeah, yeah. How was the show, though?
It was
Oh.
really good.
Oh,
It was
good.
Very impressive.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We got the air and the scents. And
How much did you?
vibrate.
I'm just gonna be so rude to ask. How much you pay for that experience?
I think the seats are about 140.
140 each?
Yeah, we were on
Wow.
the third.
You could go to a Golden Knights game,
Yeah.
watch them beat the Blackhawks for that.
That'd be very
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
No.
You guys will be good in a few years.
Blackhawks, Bears, Cubs.
Whatever.
Well, come on. The Bears did the Super Bowl shuffle when I was a kid, so that's all good,
Yeah,
right?
That was it, I guess. That's all we got.
You guys are
Oh
awesome.
my God.
Thanks so much for
All right.
watching.
Yeah.
Have a good one,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
Bye, guys.
Take care.
Bye. That's fun. That's fun. What's Whistle Woo? I don't know what that means. They seem nice. Yeah, they're a nice couple, man. Her name is Morgan Fairchild. Oh, that's why there's so many people here, because the Sphere is letting out. See, this is where all the action is. I wonder if they have like full houses for this or anything. $140 a piece for the tickets. Look at this guy. He's got an old school starter jacket for the Panthers. Oh, I love it. Can't stand the Panthers, but I love the jacket. Do 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 do. So this is pretty dope. I mean, to see all this is fun. Tickets were pricey, yes. Is it worth 140? I will tell you guys, if you guys are kind of sick of the woke stuff, Postcards from Earth is probably not for you. I've heard people review it. I know people that are kind of, they're just tired of the whole environmentalism message. And from what I've heard, Postcards from Earth tears that environmentalism into your brain. It's really much like that. St. Charles, Illinois is where Jenny and Donnie Wahlberg are from. Oh, cool. So it's a rich part of Illinois. That's fun. Everyone has the same story about getting into the Sphere, including me. Well, they don't specify it. And if you read the reviews on like Google, you read the reviews on Yelp, that's what they complain about the most. Let's go against the crowd until they tell us we have to leave. This is actually right above the convention center. And I got a bad network. If the network comes back in a second, hopefully it does. Good. Well, I don't know. I mean, here's the deal, man. You can go and watch David Attenborough talk about stuff, and David Attenborough isn't like, if we don't reduce carbon consumption, we're going to lose our world in 10 years. Like, it's not like that. David Attenborough and, the Planet Earth specials, they didn't tear into that message. Oh my gosh. So much signal loss. Signal loss. Vegas Hot Daddy is here. Do you have your own channel like Vegas Hot Mama? Hey, Hot Mama. Johnny Bravo style. What's going on, Hot Mama? Someone asked if the Postcards is woke in a group and was attacked. It is woke. It is woke. You just go read the Google reviews. You'll see people say it's good until about 5 minutes in when all it does is talk about how the world is ending. Okay? I'm just going on. Multiple ones say it. Hey, listen, man, if there's smoke, there's fire, dude. Okay. Gilbert made it. Gilbert Ariano is here, everybody. What's up, Gilbert? Do white folks that aren't from America mispronounce your name? They call you Ariano? Ariano. Ariano. Did I say it right? I don't know. So this is Postcards from Earth. The crowd. We're at the convention center now. Oh, sorry. Howdy from Houston. Ooh, we got a culinary event happening. Inscribas a sus beneficios de salud de la culinaria. Sign up for your culinary health. There's this YouTube series called Dora the Grown-Up. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'm Dora. Have you ever lost your job and not been able to pay rent? I have. Oh no, we've been evicted. Culinary health benefits. Oh, I see what you did. You're smart. Lamont's a smart guy. He's a smart guy. Now's the time of the video. We're nearly an hour in. I'll remind you guys that if you guys want to support us, we don't make any AdSense or ad revenue from these because of all the copyrighted music. So we spend about 4 hours from time we leave to time we get home. If you think it's worth a few bucks, consider sending us a Cash App, a Venmo, a Zelle, or a PayPal. You can find the info in the box below, or just go to notleavinglasvegas.com/donate. Use PayPal, donate an account. Smart fella. So, you know you're going in the right direction if you're walking against the crowd. Oh, it's a Verizon thing now. What is going on here? Sorry guys, pardon me. Oh, I was trying to see it. There's a giant red V here, like Verizon Wireless or something is sponsoring this now. I got no idea. That was a dumb move that I just did because now I'm stuck here. Let's go outside and look at the F1 prison that they're building for us. We're gonna get outside to the sphere. Hopefully there's just so many people and it's so much humanity that they won't get mad at me for walking in their lobby. Yeah, we got people coming in. Give them a megaphone, everybody will listen. Need to figure out what I'm answering wrong on those IQ tests so I can get those few points. I don't know, dude. I've never done an IQ test. I'm afraid if I do one, it's going to say my IQ is like 80, and that would crush me. I don't know why. Isn't 80 like average IQ or something? I'm probably an 80 IQ. That's what I would say. I'm an 80 IQ, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? All right. Look. They blacked this out with this, oh, and they turned the escalator off. They blocked this out. You can't see anything over here. They've really thought about this in blocking your views. They've really put a lot of thought into how can we obstruct everybody's views of the F1 race. So there it is. I'm not super smart, guys. No, it's okay to be average too, you know, like, you know, there's a lot of super smart people that are broke. And I can't remember who it was, but it was an owner of an NFL football team. And they say if you had met that man, you would think he was an imbecile. But the joke was, it doesn't take a high IQ to sign your name on checks. Anyway. I can't believe how many people are in this lineup. This is worse than T-Mobile Arena. At least with T-Mobile Arena, there's about, like, what, 3 major exits? This is a lot of people. Yep. And they all have to come down this one corridor to go through the Venetian. No wonder the Venetian wanted to build, so if you don't know this, Venetian wanted to build the stadium for the Raiders right behind, like right where the Sphere is, essentially. When he was alive, Sheldon Adelson was trying to broker a deal, and he got Goldman Sachs involved. But the deal didn't work, and so it fell through. And then it went to Allegiant, and now, you know, the stadium is on the other side of Hacienda. But this is why. They just knew that they would be funneling 65,000 people through their casino every single game. Like 8 or 9 times a year. Yeah, T-Mobile's a world-class venue, that's for sure. So, for sure. Scan to preview what's inside. So this is the parking for employees. You can't go this way. So we'll just keep walking. The detective, he's got Carl Winslow. I love it. Hey, detective. Nice to see you here, brother. Looking good, buddy. Let's go up into the lobby until they tell us to leave. Oh, there's another show starting. Aha, a soul. So this is that line they were talking about where they said you just basically get stuck in line and you can't do anything for an hour. It tells you to show up at 3:30 for a show that doesn't start till like 4:30, 5 o'clock. So then all these people just stay here in line? Is that really? Is that really what it is? You just sit here and stay in line and nobody does anything. And they tell you to be here an hour early. That's funny stuff. I like it. So let's go see what the experience here is. Doors don't open till 7. Yeah, but the ticket tells them to be there. Whoa. There it is. Isn't that cool? Dang. We haven't been here for a month or two. Glad we're here. And you got a real moon behind it. You hate standing in lines? Well, British people don't stand in lines. They stand in the queue. Right, let's get in the queue. Let's get in the queue. The show don't start for an hour. But we've got to hang out in the queue because that's what my ticket says to do. Yeah, I know. I've heard those interactive exhibits aren't that good. Let's stand in the queue. And then if what happens? If they bring you a program they're doing the queue drop. There's the sphere. Dun dun dun. Whoa, that's even better looking, huh? Very nice. So what I was saying is, I was playing F1 2023, and it's like a 5-star game by Electronic Arts, you know. And I was like saying, well, let's see how they did the Strip. Let's see how they remade the Strip. And they didn't do a bad job, but they did a pretty generic job. So for example, that's what they did for the Fashion Show Mall on this F1 game. And if you take a look on the Fashion Show Mall isn't even a mall, it's a hotel. So the Fashion Show Mall here is a hotel, which I found to be very odd. And then if you look at the Treasure Island, they went with this generic winners theme. So everything in this game, which is, like I say, it's a AAA title. You spend $60 on this thing, and it's the Las Vegas Winners Hotel Amusements and Drinks. You can kind of tell it was by European developers. And there's another one, the Hotel Plaza. Now, I'm not saying they did a bad job, but it's just not all that good. You know, if you look at it, I thought it was pretty funny when I looked at it. I'm like, what am I even looking at? But that's how they did the F1 game. Kind of funny. I'm waiting until Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 comes out. It'll come out in a few days. And then I'm going to figure out a way to connect that to my computer. I have an Xbox Series 1X that I bought a couple of years back when money was better. And that one is going to look a lot better. Look at that signage. How cool is that, though? How cool is that? Look at that. Oh, and the old neon on there. It should look like that all the time. Well, you got to think about it, though, Leg Show Magazine. That game, you're meant to be racing a simulated car at 140 miles an hour the whole time, I guess. But that's not true either, because there's turns and curves, and you got to slow down to practically nothing. That's an amazing signage right there. I love that vintage look to it. I'll show you what Microsoft Flight Sim looks like in just a minute. Even the old version of Microsoft Flight Sim looks a lot better, but they're missing buildings. Like Allegiant Stadium isn't built, even though it's been open for years. And the Resorts World just doesn't exist in that game. But at least they use satellite photography from Microsoft that owns satellite photography like Google does. So I'll show you that in a minute. So we're out here at the Sphere today. Buses bringing people in. I don't want to show you the Microsoft stuff until this is done because this is rad. He's playing music too. I don't know if you can hear that through my mic. Playing old like ragtime 1950s stuff. And we got the monorail on the left side. Don't miss it. There it is. Boom. So nice. The detective appreciates your time. Thank you, Officer Winslow. We appreciate you. Let's go to our photo gallery and show you the difference between Microsoft Flight Sim and F1. So this is what the Flight Sim looks like here. So you can see Microsoft Flight Sim, everything is correct, right? Look at that scene. You got the Cosmopolitan, although that's old footage because Cosmopolitan now has a digital sign on top. And then you have Planet Hollywood's marquee, which is real. You have the Paris balloon. Everything is real in this one. And then here's another one here. You can see the MGM Grand has Copperfield on top of it. So Microsoft Flight Sim pulls from real satellite data in real time. So we'll do a stream from the house with the new version of Flight Sim. No, that's the old version, Lamont. The new version is actually way more complex and it looks like photorealism. It's ridiculously good. So those are just some screenshots I grabbed to send to a friend. So I'm gonna connect my Xbox to my Mac and I will, I'll stream some flights in Flight Sim for that. We've tried that in the past. We do our in-home streams sometimes. It allows us to focus in on you guys. Like I could literally set and do a timer so it would take 2 hours to fly from, you know, New York City to Las Vegas, that kind of stuff. So we'll do that. What's up, Steve D? Steve D's in the house. Who's new on the strip, on the stream? If you're new on the stream, can you give me a shout? This is the moon. So we have a simulated moon. If you're new on the stream, whoa, what is this? If you're new on the stream, can you say Y for yes? I want to say your name and thank you for being here if you're new. Oh, look, it's stuck. It's stuck. I'd rather stream the Penn and Teller game where they drive from Phoenix to Vegas in real time. It's stupid. Lamont, can't fool me. Look at this. Oh, it cracks it. Oh, that's so nice. I love it. Wow. The AI is off the rails. It's coming for us all. Gilbert says why. Cindy says why. Thank you for being here, guys. It says, oh, I can't see what they're advertising because it's spherical. Frank's been here for 3 years. Paul says why? Because I wanted you to. P-A-R-T. Why? Because I've gotta. That was a cool one. I had this idea that I would just come out here and film the Sphere for hours and hours on end and no commentary and just put it up in 4K HDR. Increase your luck by hitting the like button. Yeah, you guys can increase your luck even more by sending us a Cash App, a PayPal, a Zelle, or a Venmo. Thank you to Sensational Freshies for sending us a Cash App today. We appreciate it. Thank you to Christopher Harlan. Sent us a Cash App. We appreciate it today. I think that was it. Let me go back further. Thank you to, yes, those two people are contributors today. And also we had a PayPal come through that's not showing up on my watch. Appreciate you guys for chipping in. Very nice of you. It's a nice looking Sphere. You should have one in your town. It's a beautiful day. What's the temperature? It is 57 right now. Why is my watch so dim? I don't like it this dim. Turn up, darn it. Skies feel like a beautiful day. Ooh, touch me. Take me to a better place. Why am I singing you too? Because I'm in front of the sphere. Yeah, it's 57. It's gonna get colder coming up this week. What's the temperature? What's up, Card Shop Reality? How you doing, buddy? Let's see what the weather is gonna be. Whether or not it's gonna be cold, that's up to God to decide. It was supposed to get a little bit colder than this. We're looking at lows in the 50s, highs in the 50s, lows in the 30s. 34 could freeze up in the hills. No, I've not been inside the sphere. Somebody very generous gave me tickets, but our life was in complete disarray. We weren't able to go. There's the constellations. Constellations? No, that's okay. Constellations. This is gorgeous. This is worth just sitting here and watching because I've never seen the full loop. I don't even know how long it is. Looks really nice though. We had like some kind of big moon today too. You're going to need to show us something more interactive than this though. Yeah, I don't think F1's going anywhere. They spent $100 million to be in Vegas. I had somebody in my chat for that video say, "You're so wrong, I'm a volunteer, and if you want to meet me, I'll tell you how all the points you're wrong on." Like, I researched the video, I don't know how I'm wrong, but okay. Look, I'm not coming down to F1, I'm, you know. There's a really good opening ceremony with Journey, with the Filipino guy singing "Don't Stop Believin'" at F1 last year. It's on YouTube. It's worth looking at. Home was cool, so no commercials. A lot of big business. Even Ellis Island is Ellis Island doing an F1 event? I don't know. I mean, they're suing them, so I'm not sure if Ellis Island is doing F1 events because they're in a lawsuit. Like, they're legit suing them. They're not just complaining. They're not just bitching and moaning like some of the businesses. They have actual litigation happening. So I'm not sure if they're actually suing them. Or no, I'm sure they're suing them. What I mean is I'm not sure if they're going to participate. Right, that was a kaleidoscope, thank you. Bay Force. We're going to go back a little bit because this gentleman is just trying to do his job. Bay Force. I don't know what Bay Force is. There we go. Now we got the F1 construction and this. Oh, it's human resources. Okay, that's a corporate ad. Wow, it is so bright. Like, you have no idea. You could read a book, a fine print, like a small print book out here with this thing in front of you. Are there any watch parties for the Tyson fight? Probably. You just look up some bars, you know. I'd imagine there are. I mean, probably Blondie's is a good way to look. If you look at Blondie's Sports Bar at the Planet Hollywood, they usually have watch parties. They put up all these screens so you can't peek in and see the event. Analytics. Oh, gee. Who do you got, Steven? Tyson or Jake Paul? I ain't got no dog in the fight, dude. If it's a real honest fight, then, you know, I don't know. It's tough to say. Tyson, if he hits Jake Paul really, really hard, could shock him and knock him down. But if it's human mechanics, then Jake Paul is going to win the fight because he's just younger and he's got more staying ability and he can go the distance. And towards the end, he can do a Mayweather and pick apart Tyson. It is just an exhibition. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It has nothing. There's no bearing. There's no reason for either of them to really go all out and risk brain damage or something serious because it's an exhibition. There's no title fight. This doesn't further either of their careers, and there's a huge incentive for either one of them to throw the fight on purpose because they could both just bet against Jake Paul and win tons of money if Tyson wins. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. Like, think about the incentive for that fight to not be legitimate. I don't think so, Bill. If you actually listen, I know you're going to hate me saying this. Some of you will hate me saying this guy's name. Tucker Carlson. He did a long-form, non-political interview with Mike Tyson last year. And if you listen to Mike Tyson, he's one of the sharpest, most intelligent, most well-spoken people that you might ever listen to. And I don't think Mike Tyson has brain damage. I think Mike Tyson had a horrible, violent, criminal upbringing, and he had a lot of skeletons in his closet. That's all I think. And so, yeah. But, and I don't think the Paul brothers are dumb either.
Folks, 7 o'clock ticket holders, you're heading upstairs, making the left, lining up right to left for the 7 o'clock show.
I got 9-1 odds on my split decision. Well, there you go. What's up, Surfing Blackies? John Rockberry is here, betting on Tyson. Again, I don't know why you'd bet on either one of them. There's too much incentive for them to throw the fight, but that's just me. But if you really like to gamble, that's good. But if you like to gamble, you would have hit my odds jam link, and none of you did, so I don't promote that anymore. I kept telling you can bet and win every time, but nobody listened. It's so nice out here, though. This is such a cool little looking thing. We're gonna have to go back inside, though. I don't want to walk on this road at night. This road at night is a really bad bet, unless there's a big crowd in front of you. Trippy dippy, man. So you can see as we get closer and closer, the resolution drops. It's really not hard to figure out what's going on here. Lots of mini little LED panels. I can't imagine what kind of proprietary software, Lamont, what do you think they used to build off this and to actually design it? They're using some interesting stuff. There's the actual panels. And you can see they are all coordinated to run at the same time. Well, I mean, I'm out here. There's a speaker somewhere behind this wall right about here. So you can hear the sound isn't very loud. It was louder, and then people complained in the neighborhoods around it. It's very cool. So we're gonna go back in through the casino because I don't want to walk on East, whatever this is, Sands Avenue at nighttime, unless there's a big group of people, which there won't be. A big group of people, but this will take you straight back to the Strip. But your best bet is to go back in through the indoor stuff. How far am I from a bad neighborhood? That far. 50 paces. It's not nice past here. It's not nice past here. No. Nope, there's a reason they have big giant security gates around this place all the time when it's closed. So it's, this is where we walked here on a Sunday before. You should subscribe, we do Sunday streams. We walked here on a Sunday before and it's just like, it gets pretty bad. And you'll see it during the daytime. But definitely in the nighttime.
7 o'clock show. Please head up the stairs and line up right to left.
Hitachi Vantara. I'm surprised they don't have proprietary software that they built. But hey, whatever. I wonder what resolution they design in. It's got to be low res. Well, no, it may not be low res because I don't know how many pixels make up the sphere. I do know that for the sphere, the inside is incredibly complicated. You got to film it with super special cameras that are proprietary, just made for this venue. Going back in here. We're gonna go back to the Venetian this way. To the Venetian. What software do they use? They use CapCut, bro. It's CapCut. They had the Pro version. They cracked it. They use a cracked version of Adobe Premiere Pro. It always crashes. It's really annoying. Oh, man. To the Venetian.
We got a cart coming out.
I installed the trial version of the latest version of Final Cut Pro, and it has some nice features. Automatic, whatchamacallit, you can like just pick things out and key them different colors. I'm using it right now in a video I'm doing. It'll be interesting. Nobody will really notice, but I'll know it's there. That's all that matters. It's kind of like in Salt Lake City at the Salt Lake City Olympics. The ice makers were Canadian, so they took a $1 Canadian coin, and when they were building the ice for the hockey, they knew it was going to be Team Canada, and they wanted Team Canada to win in Salt Lake City Olympics. So the ice makers, they put a $1 Canadian coin in the center ice. They didn't tell anybody they were doing this. And then after Canada won the gold medal, in North American continent, which was so great because when the Olympics are in Nagano, Japan, you got to watch the games at 2 a.m. So when they won in a North American, TV audience, after the game, they carved out the $1 Canadian coin that was in center ice, buried, that nobody could see. Well, no, Lamont, not on Final Cut. It's amazing. So in Final Cut, all you do is you drop your footage, clone your footage on top of it, so now you have 2 pieces of footage on the same timeline. I'm really just talking to Lamont right now. None of you guys probably understand anything I'm saying unless you do video. So you have a timeline. So what you do is you hold Control, slide your timeline up. Now you have 2 copies. On the top one, you just drag the magnetic keyer over, and then you just click the eyedropper for what you want to key. And it uses AI to isolate it nearly perfectly. You hold Shift to get any areas it didn't get. You can paint it with a brush. It takes about, I'm not joking, it took me 5 seconds. And then you click Analyze, and it runs forward and back, and now you have a perfectly keyed rotoscope. It's amazing. No, it's not cheating. No. If you want to rotoscope things, you're going to go and say you have a 10-second clip, 60 frames per second. Like you're going to, 600 or 6,000 frames, you're going to key all that? No. This is the way. This is using the tools. It's amazing. Are the windows covered because of F1? Yes, everything is covered. That's why it looks like a prison here on the Strip. Which is weird because this isn't covered, because I think they're just going to close this up. Or they actually, most likely, if they are smart, this is going to be like rented out for a private space. Well, I'll be going to CRE. I don't know what CRE is, brother. Oh, he deleted it. Got it. Oh, see, never mind. Looks like they're building this wall so you can't see anything. Gotcha. Yep, rotoscoping, and it's amazing because you can take something and you can make the background black and white. You can make that one thing color. I already did it with the wind with some footage. Yep, it's pretty amazing. Plus they have automatic captioning for the first time ever. Apple always does things slow, but when they do them with so much elegance and grace and perfection that it's kind of worth waiting for. Will I be going to Fremont? I don't know, maybe. Where did the people go? Well, when we came out here, there was a big crowd going that way, out of the show, and now there's people coming into the show for a 7 o'clock showtime. So that's what's going on here. Would Town Square be a good spot for a Margaritaville? No, not really. Margaritaville needs the Strip to survive because tourists are probably not going to go to Margaritaville. Town Square is not really a tourist destination. Town Square is more like a shopping destination for locals, really. I mean, they do I don't know if they're going to do it this year, but last year they had artificial snow and tree lightings every hour, every night, which was pretty amazing. And it's got like an AMC theater, some restaurants that are not, they're chain restaurants as well as other stuff. Is Vegas only for the wealthy and rich now? I wouldn't say that's the case. You can still find deals. You can still find deals in Vegas. You just got to look for them and hunt for them a little harder than you used to in the past. But if you come here peak season, you're going to pay. I think next year the prices are going to go off the rails. I think it's going to be ridiculous. But the thing is, the Strip is on life support right now, which nobody's really... I haven't seen many videos on this, but the Strip is on absolute life support right now. Gaming revenues are down from last year for the last 3 months. The Venetian just started laying off executives. There's a bunch of stuff that's happening right now. Yeah, Margaritaville downtown is perfect. Matt is correct. Yeah, Margaritaville downtown is perfect. Actually, if the guy that owns the Neonopolis has any brain in his head, he would be pushing so hard to get Margaritaville at Neonopolis, because it would be the anchor tenant that would draw people in. But he's not, I guarantee you, not doing that, because he isn't, I don't think he spends a lot of money on that place. But if they put Margaritaville at Neonopolis, it would crush it. It would be ridiculous. They have so much empty space there. Yeah, there's Groupon stuff for Vegas. I mean, Groupon is a good deal for you, but it's terrible for the businesses. I've never talked to a business that liked the fact that they used Groupon, not once. They lose money every time, and they think that it's going to get them repeat clients, and it never does. Just the way it is. People come in, and they're cheap, and they buy a thing for $70 that should cost them $300, and they get their little taste of it, but they don't come back. And the vendor usually sells it for below cost. I'm not telling you not to use Groupon. I'm just saying it's not necessarily the best thing for the actual shop or store. This is the Summit showroom, huh? Oh, the B-52s. The Love Shack is a little old place where we can get Nick Carter. Wow, they got a lot of names here. What the heck? I didn't know this. Call a business that is on Groupon. Most of them will give you the deal directly. That is a good point. So no time to sleep. I recommend you do that, because that way they don't have to pay Groupon for selling it to you. Groupon takes a cut. Groupon's basically a dead platform anyways. The toy sack is a little old place where Santa gets his presents. I didn't make that song up. That's a guy named Bob Rivers that did parody songs back in the day. Toy sack, baby. That sack's heavy. Huffing and a puffing, pushing down the chimney. I like Christmas parody songs. And there was a guy named Bob Rivers who did some, and they're on like any streaming service you might use. So if you like Christmas songs that are parody songs, that's definitely one for you guys to look into. They're fun. They're innocent. All You Need Is Elves by the Beatles. Like, I'm a Weird Al Yankovic fan from back in the day, so I get suckered into that. What else did he do? He did a Nirvana version of Smells Like Teen Spirit. Good stuff. Yeah, Lamont, send it over on Discord, dude. Well, what I'm going to send you is the Halloween version. Oh, sounds good. Yeah, look up Bob Rivers' Twisted Christmas, guys. Like the chipmunks roasting on an open fire. Oh my gosh. It's chipmunks roasting on an open fire. It's so funny, man. Weird Al, yeah, everybody knows Weird Al, bro. Everybody knows Weird Al. Of course, man. Weird Al will live forever. I hope. Although he's a vegan, so, he's got a huge vajayjay, but still love Weird Al. Shop the official gear. I tried, dude. They wouldn't let me in. Literally, they had a guy at the door. Sir, your camera and your money is no good here. Yes, Weird Al's going to go on tour. I'd love to see him. He's going to play at the Venetian, actually, this hotel. I am Santa Claus. That is such a good... Dude, somebody knows Bob Rivers. Bob Rivers was a radio DJ up in Seattle, and he did this parody stuff back in the day. Like the 12 Pains of Christmas, all these kinds of things, and we would hear them on the radio station on CJ92. CJ92, classic rock. CJ92. It's not classic rock anymore. They did a genre shift. Yeah, he's coming to Vegas. It's at the Venetian. I'd love to see him, but it's still like $150. I don't know if I want to invest that. Okay, so if you know the song The 12 Pains of Christmas, that's Bob Rivers. Yeah. I have a whole playlist that I made. It's called Comedy for a Blue Christmas. Because sometimes my wife goes home and she's over there for Christmas, and so I listen to that, and it makes me kind of smile. I don't know, I've got friends in Las Vegas. There's a lot of parody songs. Oh, I got a big crowd of people, a big flock of folks. Garth Brooks doesn't have many friends anywhere right now. F1 is better this time of the year than having the rodeo and a bunch of dudes dressing up like cowboys who went extinct. Oh, really? You think so? Do you have any idea how much money the NFR brings to Vegas? I'm going to give you a clue, TW. The NFR brings more money to Vegas than F1 ever will. The National Finals Rodeo is one of the biggest sporting events in North America. And you're going to tell me that a guy who is riding and competing, oh my gosh, what? Okay, TW, I'm going to say this, and it's not a negative, I'm not saying you are ignorant, because there's ignorant statements and there's ignorant people. I'd like you to be 10% less ignorant on your statement today. The NFR is more important to Vegas. If tomorrow we had a meeting all around the city with all the county commissioners who decide on these things and the LVCVA, and they said you're only allowed to have one event. Let's say there was 50 people that were voting that were high-level people, career politicians. All right, guys, you're allowed to have one event. You can have F1 or you can have the NFR National Finals Rodeo. Unanimously, 50 out of 50 people. Heck, it would be the 2020 election. You'd have 80 out of 50 people. They would find bags of votes to keep the NFR in Vegas. They would give up everything to keep the NFR in Vegas. Nobody gives a damn about F1 compared to the NFR. And I understand you might not like cowboys, dog. And I grew up in a town that's all about cowboys, and you know, I rejected it too because it was a very popular thing in Calgary where I'm from. But dog, NFR matters 1,000 times more than F1 ever will to this town. You know? Yeah, NFR is way more important. So, this is income for creators, Mighty Bull says. Think about subscribing. That supports livelihoods. Well, yeah, I mean, subscribers don't do much for our livelihoods, but it's nice to have a collection of subscribers. The NFR is at South Point. The NFR is at T-Mobile. Is it at T-Mobile or Thomas and Mack? The NFR is all over the city, dog. Again, TW, the NFR lasts a week or two, and it has Cowboy Christmas, which has 150,000 people attend, and it has the actual event, which fills the stadium 20,000 people over and over and over and over and over again. Like, do you really think the NFR is smaller than F1? No, heavens no. NFR does events all across the country, dude. NFR used to be in Oklahoma. You know how important NFR was to Vegas? I'll tell you how important it was. F1 is copying the NFR. See, there was this guy, you might have heard of him, right? His name was Ted Binion. And Ted Binion owned the Horseshoe downtown, and he was a rodeo man from Texas. And Ted Binion went to the National Finals Rodeo, and he said, I reckon you should put the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Because every year in December, it gets real slow in Vegas. And we all have to almost close those hotels and lay people off. And I'm sure it's good to do paint and do all the plaster, but I'd rather have people in Vegas. So he went to the NFR and he tried to get the NFR to come to Vegas. And then NFR said, we're not going to go to Vegas. We're in Oklahoma this year. We're in Dallas, Texas next year. And he wrote a $1 million guarantee in the 1970s, mind you, late 70s. to the NFR. He said, you try it. If you don't make money, you keep this check. They came to Vegas, they made more money than they ever did, and it stopped people from being laid off. It stopped hotels from closing down certain things. So the NFR is the economic backbone for Q3 in Vegas. It's a huge thing. So you're wrong, and it's okay to be wrong, but if you put 50 people that were government officials and said vote for one F1 or vote for one NFR, nobody's voting for F1. Not one person. Benny Binion, Ted Binion, Billy Binion, Sally Binion, Timmy Binion, I don't care. Yeah, and F1 is at the UNLV. They do some stuff at the South Point, but you know, it takes place at the Thomas and Mack, and it sells out every single year, and the final event costs $5,000 to go and sit at, just like the Super Bowl sometimes. So yeah, it's a big deal. Help me understand how the casinos are hurting. Well, so the gaming numbers come out every month. It's a good question, actually. The gaming numbers, they come out every single month, and they do two sets of numbers. One set of numbers tracks how much they made compared to last month in the calendar year. So they'll have a set of numbers that says November versus October. Here's how much we went up or went down. But the other set of numbers tracks how they did that month from the previous year. And so last July, August, September, in July, August, and September, the numbers were up from the previous month this year, but they were way down from the previous month last year. Okay, so that means that this year, if that were true every month, that means on the whole this year Vegas would have lost money versus the previous year for gaming revenues. So that's how the casinos are down. We were already here. We just walked in a big circle, didn't we? We did. Collective Soul? Oh, wow. I like Collective Soul. Because it's the world I know. And I walk upon high. And I step to the edge to see my world below. And I ask myself as the tears roll down. Because it's the world I know. It's the world I know. Hey, I remembered the lyrics. Cool. Yeah, so that's how the casinos are like at this point where things aren't going as good as they'd like them to. So the casinos only profit 50 million instead of 60 million. How will they survive? Well, it's kind of like this, right? This hotel here just laid off major executives, right? So it's a cost-cutting measure because Las Vegas Sands Corporation, well, they didn't lay the people off. Well, actually, we got to get out of this building. I'm so lost. What happened was, is it Vici International, or the owner of this building laid off these CEOs. That's the first level of cuts. You lay off the CEOs. Then from there, the maintenance people get laid off. Some dealers are told that they're being furloughed. Some of the restaurants start to cut back. It trickles down from the top. You need to understand that, okay? That's it. December, yes. It's a great album. Collective Soul. Yeah, man. Okay. How do we got to go back upstairs and then we can get outside. That's what it is. So yeah, so that's what's happening right now. And you could say, well, the casinos are greedy. Okay, sure. Yes, I agree. Casinos are greedy and they like to make lots of fat stacks of cash. But at the same time, if they're employing people and they feel like they're not making their money, they're not going to lose money when they can lose people. Then your level of service goes down. Do they lower slot payouts then? Lower slot payout? No. Not at all. No, the slots are set. Slots pay out anywhere between 97 and 98.5% or something like that. It just depends on what you're playing. The bigger denominations pay out bigger. But no, not at all. Instead, they'll do things like, inch up prices on parking, inch up prices on room rates. It's death by a million cuts for the consumer. You come into town and all of a sudden, the ice machine has got a charge to it. I don't know, that's never happened. I do feel like F1 has taken a few measures in consideration of the pain. Well, yeah, they say now they have $200 tickets for the worst seats, which is better than having $200 tickets for the best seats. Ooh, a brand new hat. When I was a kid, I would have picked up this hat and taken it home and washed it. It's a nice little Nike hat. I hope somebody finds it again. Yeah, $15 for a Pepsi. You know, your room, your video on demand went up to $50. Little things like that. That's all. They'll get their money. Little Ronnie is stream sniping you. He's in the Venetian. Oh, okay. Little Ronnie. Little Ronnie. Let's go over and let's see Little Ronnie. I don't know who this person is. Is he a good channel? That's awesome. Little Ronnie. Let's find out. Little Ronnie. Littlero. I can't spell. I hate the iPhone keyboard. It sucks. Ronnie, little Tony. Tony. Let's see what we can find here. How do I spell little Ronnie? Is it Ronnie, common spelling? Let's see what we can find here. It's so weird, dude. Like, T-Mobile just doesn't want to work in this building. I don't even know what service I'm on this phone. So, stream sniping is when you follow behind somebody who's bigger than you and you try to maybe get on their stream. I don't think that's what they're doing. Doesn't seem like that's what they're doing because they haven't walked up to me or anything like that. I can't find it. We're gonna go outside. Maybe I can find it if I go outside. My signal gets better. Oh, there it is. I don't see little Ronnie. Let's just type in Vegas Live. Let's go send him a super chat. So Vegas Live, we're gonna try to find it. You guys can just check out people taking selfies and photos here. Let's see if we can find it though. It's so slow, man. I must be on Verizon on my main phone because this is just like the slow wheel of death up here. See if we can find a Vegas live stream for them and send them a super chat. Interactive. Oh, that's me. Oh, that's 2 days ago. Vegas looks like a prison. Sin City Angel is up. Are you talking about Sin City Angel? Nobody's chatting with me. My chat's just died. Thanks a lot, guys. My gosh. Venetian has bad service. I don't know. It seems okay. So I don't see much. I see an airport landing. I see Las Vegas Airport, Venice Beach Live. Yeah, I don't see anybody but me and Sin City Angel. Is that who you were talking about? Eric, I love that song, bro. 'Cause it's the world I know. Yes, it's the world I know. And a walk a mile high and a step to the edge. I wish I knew the name of this channel, but whoever said it to me must have checked out and went to their channel because they're not telling me. Vegas Sucks? Oh. Is that the name of a YouTube channel called Vegas Sucks? I don't think Vegas sucks, dog. I'm trying to keep the chat going, brother. Vegas rocks, okay. Anybody remember paid restrooms? They have those in other countries. Philippines, Mexico, Europe, I think they still have paid bathrooms. But I guess when you have to pay, you're not going to destroy the thing, right? Isn't that sad that people have to go to those lengths? Vegas does suck, but it will get better when the Hard Rock and baseball stadium are here. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about the stadium being good. I think the stadium's ever coming. Yeah, the fight tomorrow is going to prevent me from streaming at a decent hour, if at all. That's why I'm out here tonight. I'm just going to move along, sir. I'm going to go upstairs. I'll be in Vegas the week before Christmas. Very cool. That's a good time to come. There's not a lot of people here. Better rates, that kind of stuff. I'm going to tap on live. Seems like the signal was bad just right there. It's still doing its horrible thing. Oh yeah, we can't go up this way. So we got AE Sign Live, EarthCam, Live Las Vegas Live News. Yeah, I can't find any other streamers, man. Do you want to know why Venetian laid off those upper management? No, you tell me. Why don't you tell me? I can't find any live streams except for mine. Big Win Daddy, but he's just a streaming channel. Here's my channel. That's such a snazzy thumbnail to get up there. Yeah, why? I don't know. 2W? The same guy that told me that NFR should go out of Vegas. Sin City Angel. Okay. Let's go to Sin City Angel's channel. He's got about 120 less than me. Let's do this. So here's Sin City Angel. This is called stream sniping on a whole nother level. Ah, man, it's still spinning. We'll see if we can get better signal with him and come back to him in a minute. There we go. Now we're back to where we came in. This is good. Atomic Saloon is over here. That means the entrance somewhere around this wall. Yeah, this is where they wouldn't let me in the F1 store. Well, NFR, you know, some people don't like cowboys, and I get it, man. They think they're just crass and rude, and okay, well, I mean, if you enjoy eating food, you should probably like your farmers and your cowboys. Because without them, you are nothing, bro. You got nothing going on. So I don't agree with that, but that's your opinion and that's your take, and you can have it. No problem. Somebody said there's free Wi-Fi in here. Let's see if we can jump on that. Cashman, Venetian, Las Vegas. Let's jump on the Venetian, Las Vegas Wi-Fi. See if it got better. Hotel guest Wi-Fi. Get access now, non-hotel. I gotta enter an email address so they can harvest all my data. Why not? They want you to select a state. And tell them I'm in Jersey. Network login in progress. Oh, I'm not, no, this is on this phone. My phone here is fine. I'm on Verizon. I have two, you guys know that I have two wireless connections, right? So here's what we're gonna do. I can be crashing rude and I'm from New York. You're from New York? So this is what I ask you guys to do, but people don't do it for me. So we're just gonna go super chat here. And we're gonna try that again because apparently my fingers don't work. What the heck? See, I'm trying. There it is. Hey, cool. And we're gonna type in great stream. I gotta look while I'm typing. Great stream. There's two T's. Why not? We'll just look like a complete moron. It's gonna ask me for Face ID. There we go. Ba-ding. All right. $2 to Sin City Angel. And I like Sin City Angel. He was a real gentleman to me when I met him before. So there it is, and it'll come up in the chats. Great stream, great stream. Anyways, yeah, that's what you guys got to do to support streamers. But I keep telling you that, and I can't keep telling you that over and over again because eventually people say, you always beg for money. Whatever, shut up. I do that every day, and I'll do that after the stream too. I'm going to pick a streamer for y'all to go watch. It's probably going to be Sin City Angel. My iPhone video was spot on. Cool. All right. This is how we came in. I'm so proud of ourselves. They don't know I'm still streaming. That's funny. They have no idea. They're like, Steven, how are you? And I'm like, I can't pay attention. Sorry. Just doing what I ask my audience to do for me with you. Just doing the right thing, bro. Supporting other streamers. Making sure people can see one another. Making sure everybody has visibility. Yeah, well, what about OG Geezer? Good. Good for him. Oh, dude, I don't say that derisively. I'm not being insulting when I say that. Good. How do y'all expect us? I know, I'm going to tell you what it is. Okay, my audience and OG streamer, Geezer, he's got an older audience. Vegas Hot Mama, older audiences, right? Hold on, I'm waiting for this to get better. My Wi-Fi, my 5G connection went to crap. Anyways, when we have those older audiences, they just don't donate. They don't donate to us because they think that we should get a real job and stuff like that, which is fine. I've already said this before. Vegas Hot Mama's here, cool. Jesse G is here. Thanks for the $1.49 popcorn. Appreciate you very much, dog. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. It's like when you got an audience that's full of 40 and 50-year-olds, they look at you like you're a bum and you should get a job, and they don't donate. But when you're like, you know, a 20-year-old streamer and you got a bunch of 20-year-olds who want to do what you do, they're going to open their wallets. You're going to make $500 a night. And that's fine. That's fine. That's why I'm going back to doing more regular videos. Because if I do a regular video, it takes me 2-3 hours if I'm on easy mode and I can give you some good information. Maybe that video will get 20,000 views. I'll make $200 on it. And then I don't have to truck my ass out to the strip like a dope and risk, you know, crazy people taking a swipe at my camera, taking a run at my personal safety. And that's all it is. So if OG Geezer canceled the stream because you guys weren't donating, then you got yourselves to blame. And I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not going to be storming off camera in the middle of a stream or nothing. But everybody's a little bit different. I like OJ Geezer. He's always been a nice person to me, you know? So I just leave it at that. Met him on a live stream a couple weeks ago. He came into my chat, super nice guy. Local guy, has a big charismatic personality. These are all the things that you need, but we just don't have that 20-year-old audience to support us. That's it. That's all it is, dog. How you doing, chat? Vegas Hot Mama was asking you a direct question. I demand you give her a direct answer. How is the chat tonight? How you guys doing? How you making out? How's it going for you? You doing good? If you lost your mind over the election, are you done with that? Are you okay now? You getting better? Hopefully you are. This is where it looks like a prison. Look at this thing here, man. Here, you want to see how claustrophobic it is? I've been giving you the benefit of the doubt. Let's look at it on the regular camera, not the wide angle camera, to show you what this experience is like right now. It's just blah. Fences everywhere. You know. Yeah, I might not stream tomorrow, dude. That big fight is a big fight, and I don't want to miss it. And I'm not going to compete with it. It'd be ridiculous to compete with it. So we'll see. Poor Siegfried and Roy watching over them. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you. Paul with a 99-cent super chat. If you guys want to reach out to me, I have Cash App, I have Venmo, I have Zelle, and I have PayPal all listed in this video. You go to notleavinglasvegas.com/donate for a PayPal no account donation. You just use a card once. I have one person who gives me $8 a month on PayPal. That's so nice of him. He put on auto pay, but I don't expect you to do that. F1's going to be back forever. F1's not going anywhere. F1 put too much money into the town. F1 will be here for, I imagine what's going to end up happening is after next year, year 3, they're going to go in for 3 more years and 3 more years and 3 more years. And what they're really hoping is that if they put a bunch of it in front of us enough, that we'll all start to like it a lot more. And if it were to be successful, I imagine they would move the event back to say 5 o'clock in the evening in November, because it's still dark enough that they can get the strip backdrop, but they don't have to rely on European audiences. How about a slice of pepperoni pizza? I might make my carnivore pizza tonight, maybe. Might have carnivore pizza because I don't want to fry any bacon. It's too much bacon to fry. Oilers Connor McDavid joined the 1,000 Club. Good for him. He's going to be the Dan Marino of the NHL. Never win a Stanley Cup, but have lots of records if he stays on the Edmonton Oilers. When Edmonton went on their iconic run to the Cup last year, my wife was very excited, and I said, listen, never underestimate the Oilers' ability to screw things up. So, and it happened. I am a true salesman. Oh, thank you. I take that as a compliment. I say more like I'm a communicator. I'm going to let these people in front of me, because they're in a rush, I'll be holding them up. I just checked in at Caesars. I don't think we will venture out on the strip. It's really bad here. You can't walk in front of the Bellagio because of their construction they got down there. But on the other side, it's just beautiful, unless the 105 decibel music gets you. That's very loud. So if you have sensitive ears, you're not going to like the other side of the street. Who's work for the Leafs? Oh, the Toronto Make Beliefs. You're awesome. I'm on the Strip, cruising around, traveling. Ferret van. That sounds cool. Woo, man. Can you believe we've been on for 2 hours? 2 hours. The Leafs have a shot every year. You guys have what's his name from Calgary who came over to manage your team. You might have a better team soon. I don't know. Could be. Can't remember the name that came over from Calgary. One of the management guys, you know?
Nice strap tie to my shoulder.
That's right. Every year it says, well, Bill Barilko disappeared that summer in what year was it? 1952? He was on a fishing trip. The last year, no wait. Bill Barilko disappeared that summer, 1951. He was on a fishing trip the last year I can't remember the lyrics of Bill Barilko, 50 Mission Cap. Now I gotta look it up because this is gonna bug the crap out of me forever. So let's just do that real fast. Pardon me. 50 Mission Cap lyrics. The last goal he ever scored won the Leafs the cup. So there's this story about a hockey player for the Toronto Maple Leafs, right? And his name was Bill Barilko, and it really existed. And he went on a fishing trip into Hudson's Bay up in northern Ontario, Canada, and he never came back. And it was like in 1951 or 52. And the Maple Leafs went on a cup drought. And they didn't win another until 1962. And that was the year that they discovered Bill Barilko's body. He was in a small plane, a fishing boat crash, a fishing plane. A pontoon plane would land, and they had the pontoons on them, and he just died in the crash. So Bill Barilko, real guy, real hockey player, he won the Leafs the cup with the last goal he ever scored in the playoffs in the NHL. And then he died, and then the Leafs went on a dry run until the year they found his body, and then the Maple Leafs won Stanley Cups again. How crazy is that? It's my 50 Mission Cap. I worked it in to look like that. And a 50 Mission Cap was something that Air Force members from the British and Canadian and Royal Air Forces would wear. And it would represent how many missions they had flown, if they had flown 50 missions in the war. So that's what a 50 Mission Cap is. So it must be the George Armstrong curse since 1967. I don't know, man. The Leafs have the inability to win playoff series. Steven, a Vegas legend, was passed away. Mr. Piffles, the Magic Chihuahua from Piff the Magic Dragon, passed away. Aw. 17's pretty old for a dog. Yeah, it's a weird bit of trivia. It's a tragically hip song. Underrated band that everybody should listen to, but nobody does. The F1 pricing is based on weather. I think they probably have most of the tickets sold by now. And could you imagine if they had to scuttle F1 because of a horrible weather event? What would that do? What would they do? Would they delay it for a week? I mean, it's not an insignificant amount of money to bring all that gear and all those cars overseas. My goodness. An underrated band that can fill arenas in Canada but get more than 100 people in California. That's because they didn't sing about, they sang about Canadian stuff. They knew their audience. It was great. They race in the rain? Okay, cool. I didn't know. See, what do I don't know? What I don't know will fill a warehouse, brother. I don't know stuff. I told you earlier, I don't have a high IQ. They did that in Brazil. Cool. There's never going to be ice out here. I mean, it's like not like that, you know. Vegas not going to get ice. Yeah, Woodstock 99 is a great show. It's a great show. Really big show. It was a great Tragically Hip show, though, if you ever have a chance to stream it on YouTube. Woodstock 99 also had Henry Rollins do a great set. Woodstock 99 was the deal. It was a big deal. Back then, it was like 30 years or something like that. Rilco disappeared that summer, 1951, 52. He was on a fishing trip. I learned this from a hockey card I keep tucked up under. Oh man, we're back where we started. Oh my goodness. What people who don't like the F1 need to realize is that F1 is a world sport. If the city that hosts the event doesn't like it, it matters little. The world is watching. You're right. Fuck everybody. Sorry, but that just boils my blood, and I don't curse a lot. But you just heard me curse, and I'll say it again. Fuck everybody in Vegas. Fuck the Porta Subs owner and all of his employees. They were fired. They lost their jobs. Fuck Ferraros. Bunch of jerks. Lost about $250,000 of revenue and had to shut their business down last year. Yeah. Fuck the Uber drivers who took 4 hours and got the same fare for the work that they would have gotten for 10 minutes because we had to pave the roads. It's a world event, dick. What's wrong with you? It matters little what you little people think. Sorry. I'm Christian too, booty meat, but Christians curse, and sometimes we do it when we're really upset, because that made me upset. That made me really upset. You say that kind of thing to you, man. Are you serious? Man, I turned into Bernie Sanders super fast there, didn't I? I really did. What an asinine thing to say. This escalator is great. Hey, welcome, detective. Maybe if I drop F-bombs, more people will sign up for local Las Vegas level 1. Thanks, brother. I appreciate you. Dude. That was bad of me. Oh my goodness gracious me. I shouldn't have said that. For real, dude. You're going to tell me that it doesn't matter what you think because it's a world event? That is crazy, bro. Let me guess, dude. You were the guy who said, you were with Arnold, screw your freedom, stay inside, take your vaccines. Was that you? Was that you, dude? Were you the guy who said it doesn't matter what you want because the vaccine and you got to get vaccinated? And yeah, I didn't get that vaccine, so I have a less chance of cancer. So you know, like, are you that guy? Because that was a bad thing to do to people, and you can't tell people their feelings aren't valid because it's money. Okay? You can't tell people it's not valid because it's money. Dude. Mamma mia, Rama Entertainment. I know, Matt, you're good. You can't tell people that your feelings are invalidated because it's a world event. You can't tell people that kind of stuff, dude, because we had a world event. It was called COVID-19, and it crushed people. People lost their jobs, their livelihoods. People in New York City had a higher instance of COVID for being locked in their houses with other people because the germs spread faster because we had no choices. You can't do that, bro. I did, I did change the mic. Oh, shoot. Wow, I slammed that into drunken camera mode. Hold on. Sorry about that. Yeah, I changed the mic up. I actually reduced the gain on the mic. I reduced the gain. That's all you have to do. This mic I'm using is a $200 mic, and I changed it around a bit. I love the Caesar's Palace, man. It's one of the best places in town, just so you're aware. I can hardly read. Oh, you know what? I can read your chats, because I have a second phone, so I can actually see your chats and sit nice and leisurely back of the camera and give you guys a good view. I don't like when people say that kind of like, oh, it doesn't matter what you think about it because it's money. As I said in my video, there was people that were very negatively impacted by that event. Look, I get the chats on this screen now. Being Christian does not mean you're perfect, it means you're forgiven. That's a good point. Absolutely it is. I'm not staying up till like 1 or 2 or 3 in the morning to watch F1, but I think if it does catch on, we'll end up having it creep back, and it'll be at a more reasonable time. My signal is not bad when it's good. Oh, that's in 480p. What does it look like in 1080p? I've never watched myself live on a live stream before. How creepy is that? I heard that the hip performance at Woodstock wasn't good. Go judge for yourself, brother. I mean, it's on YouTube. I think it was a good performance. It got a lot of people into the into the Tragically Hip and stuff like that. F1 is on at 3 a.m. where I am, so no one I know would watch it live. Black Friday deals are upon us. Every piece of electronic equipment is in sale. Yeah, I don't have many pieces of electronic equipment I would need to get. I mean, I have a hankering and an urge for stuff. I'd love one of those new MacBooks, but I don't need a new MacBook. ChatGPT gave me a good explanation about the Tragically Hip remaining authentically Canadian at the expense of greater fame. ChatGPT is good. Google launched their Gemini app, and it was really impressive how good it was. I might actually do a video based on it where I debate the GPT or something on Vegas stuff. It might be interesting. Look, the thing about F1 is that it's worth $19 billion. You got to remember, it's worth $19 billion, right? And just because they're worth a lot of money, that doesn't necessarily make it a good thing, right? Right. Like some people look at money as a marker of success, and okay, yes, money is one thing that you can measure success by. But at the end of the day, you can have a love for people and have money, but you can't love money. Let me say it better because I'm losing it a little bit. You have to serve people and love people, and then you can love having money. But until you have all this over here, all the money in the world doesn't do anything for you. You understand? You can't just collect shiny things. You can't just collect shiny things your whole life. If you do that, you don't have any connection to your soul, any connection to your creator, any connection to God, and you end up manipulating and using people so you can collect more money because you have a empty gap in you that you can never fill, and it goes on forever and it spirals in a circle, and it's a very fleeting way to live your life. So Matt makes a good point. Realm Entertainment, BlackRock is worth a fortune. BlackRock, I don't even know what it is. Like, you know, let's just ask the AI. Total, it's called assets, AUM, for BlackRock. So BlackRock is a giant hedge fund. BlackRock has $11.5 trillion in assets under management, and $11.5 trillion in assets under management. If you want somebody to grow your money, like, put them into a hedge fund that's attached to BlackRock, because BlackRock will come in and through a company they'll buy the Venetian and the Palazzo, for example. They don't own this place, but they could. They could own the whole strip if they wanted to. And then when this goes up in value, their assets under management go up in value. But the real question is, how much money is there in the world? Total global GDP value. Let's find out what that is. The total global GDP is 105 trillion, 435 billion, 39,507,000. So if BlackRock owns over 10% of the entire world economy. Dios mío, right? One company owns over 10% of everything. Everything. Money bought me a new car, I'm happy. Money funded my business, I'm happy. Money pays my rent, I'm happy. Joe Mo money. Question I have for you, brother. Broke people are not always miserable. Question I have for Joe Mo money, or anybody that says those things, is that if you are dying a slow death from cancer, I hope it doesn't happen to you. I don't want anybody to go that way. I hope everybody just lives until their last breath escapes their body because their heart decides to stop. But if you were dying a slow death, and in the quest for that, you screwed over your family, your ex-wife won't talk to you, your kids say you're a bastard. Does your money, is that what you really want? Do you tell, hello, hi. He's like, hey, there's a camera. He's already getting on camera. What's his name or her name?
Raiden.
Raiden, nice to meet you, Raiden. At the end of the day, it's Raiden over here that matters to his father. You know? I'm not showing you, unless you really, your dad, it's because no, I don't mind if he's on camera. I care more for your privacy.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Yeah. He's like,
Hi, at a distance.
hi.
He's very intrusive.
He's a cameraman. That's how they're all into that. It's good. At the end of the day, that's what I mean. It's like, it's not always about shiny things, bro. And you can't take your witches with you into another life. That's all I'm telling you. Yeah, I just can't afford it, Joe Money. You're right. Raiden must be a Raiders fan. I love it. Future streamer, I guess. I think you guys caught his arm on the frame right there. But yeah, and that's what I noticed, man. It's like all the iPhones I could have in the world. Who cares, man? My friend Dirk died. I found his body. We did a wellness check on him. I hope you guys never need to find a body that's been decaying for 2 days. I really hope you don't have to. And the sad part is Dirk was in the pursuit of money. He was trying to fund a show in Memphis because he thought he could buy a theater and he could have his Tigers. I talked about this on Patreon. You should sign up to Patreon. And he let his health go because he was so questing after getting paid, you know. He was trying to sell the house that we were in. We knew the writing was on the wall. We knew that we would have to move. But what we didn't know was that right around when the sale was happening, Dirk's health would just slide out of control, and he couldn't even walk across the kitchen in the house that we were sharing. And then I didn't know I'd get a call after church one day from the new homeowner, who also was a Tiger guy, Jay Owenhouse. And we didn't know that Jay would be like, you know, the Tigers haven't eaten in a few days. Have you seen Jay? The last time I saw Jay alive, Dirk. Have you seen Dirk? The last time I saw Dirk alive, it was Friday morning in front of the house. And then that night we had a big launch party for a magazine we do called Beautiful Magazine. And I came home at like 11:30 and the front door was unlocked. And we lived in a part of town where that didn't really matter. There are some parts of town like that. And so anyways, the front door wasn't locked, and that wasn't like Dirk. And I didn't hear from him because Dirk would be like a recluse and he would watch his old, vampire movies and stuff in his bedroom. And then Saturday passed and I didn't see Dirk. And then Sunday I got that call, we should do a wellness check. And I opened that door and there he was. So Dirk was in the pursuit of money. I don't know. Was it worth it to him? Was it worth it to his sister? His mom and dad had gone to heaven already, but it wasn't worth it. I'm just waxing philosophical right now, because when people tell me about the money, I want the money too. But here's the other thing too. God won't give you more than you can handle. And if you get that money, he'll take it away from you really fast. And you'll notice this person, Mo Money, whatever, that's been telling me I'm broke, he hasn't supported us once on this stream. So I just take that into consideration when people want to tell me how much money they have. What was his name again? I've not seen him before. Yeah, Joe Mo Money. He didn't send me in support. He ain't sent me support for me trucking around for 2 hours and 10 minutes. He hasn't said thank you. He's just insulted me in little snide ways throughout this entire stream. So you insulted others, bro. You insulted others on my channel. You insulted Yogi, who's been watching my channel way before you've been watching my channel. I don't really appreciate you insulting my viewers. So here's what we're gonna do right now, because I don't really know who you are. You're now gone off the channel. Smell you later. Ha ha. And but if you want to come in here and you want to be a big baller, I know people like you, bro. I know exactly who you are. You know who you are, bro? You're that guy who I get a call from, and you tell me you want to be on the cover of my magazine, and then I have a conversation with you, and I can search you out, I can sniff you out so fast. I know who you are. You're that guy who shows me pictures on your Instagram of you next to your Mercedes-Benz wagon, and I know where the picture was taken, dog. You know where you took that picture? First of all, it's not even your Mercedes-Benz. You either rented it or it's your friend's. And you took it on the top level of the Bellagio's free parking so you could have the backdrop of the Cosmopolitan behind you. You got a big wagon, you know what? But when it comes right down to it, you're broke. You're broke. You're so broke. But you come in here so everybody looks at you like you're not broke. But inside, you're this small. You're this small, dog. So I'm going to say a prayer for you. I'm going to put you in my prayers list of people who are just nasty trolls. And I'm going to hope that you find that there's more to life than pretending you have money. There's more to life than that, dude. There's more to life than that. You know, that's all it is, man. There's more to life. Yeah, these people who take pictures of private fake jets. They take that picture, bro. They take that photo. Click. They're not aspiring to be that person. They're just trying to convince the world that they are that person. It was funny because we were talking in church. It was like, and the pastor was saying, does anybody remember the annual Christmas cards? Do you guys remember those back in the day? People used to do annual Christmas cards, and it would be like you would sit down and you'd write a Christmas card to your friends and family, and it would be like, dear friends and family, a lot of things happened at the Campbell household this year. Caroline took a trip to the Philippines, and we were blessed with a new great granddaughter. We're the great godparents of a new granddaughter. These things all happened. But you know what the pastor pointed out? And this is very important to listen to. Even if you're not Christian, you're not spiritual, you're not religious, don't reject this right out. I want you to know, because there's a lesson in this for you, okay? He said, what you never heard in those Christmas cards was that, oh yeah, and we're going to flip to a fictitious family. None of this stuff happened to us. My husband was fired from his job for showing up drunk one too many times, and our son was expelled from school 4 times, but we're working through his behavioral issues. You never heard that side, right? You never heard that side. Nowadays, the public square has moved to social media. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Blue Sky, all of these social media networks. And you go on there. Oh, see, yeah, hey, what's up, CBGB? We're kind of done, but the whole thing is fenced off outside. It's just like fence after fence. I can see 4 fences if I look across the street, and there's fences on both sides of me. So the whole entire world has moved over to social media. Now social media has become a daily, running, yearly Christmas card about what we're doing. And so people come out there and they use the app where they can slim their face, and they take their photos like this so you can't see their double chin, and they post their best pictures, so then you go online and you get jealous of them. You get jealous of them. You get jealous of that person who is posting the best life. What you don't know, it's like we were having this conversation in the Philippines back in, what was the year that the Deepwater incident? When did the Deepwater incident happen? I remember reading about it while I was there. So it was 2010, right? We're in the Philippines, and my wife, I don't know how she discovers these places, but we're on this little island, and we're talking to this doctor named Marex, M-A-R-E-X, and she has this little resort, and she's a doctor, and she works at this little public health clinic, and it's the provinces. We're not in Manila. She's not rich, but she's a doctor who owns a resort. Like, I just want you to think about this. She owns a resort on the bay, looking across the bay. She has a private beach. She has a freshwater pond that she somehow desalinated the water, and it's amazing. And she tells me, after getting to know me, and back when I was drinking back then, a couple of Red Horse beers, and she was like, I sometimes look at my friends on Facebook and I feel like I failed so much because they all chose to go to America and they're driving a Lexus or a BMW and they have a Chanel handbag and I don't have anything. And even my immature ass self at 20, how old was I in 2010? 29-year-old me. I said, do you know in America how leveraged everybody is? I mean, like, you own a resort. You own this. They don't probably own anything. Like, their house bills are high. They pay $800 a month for a car loan, if not more. Who knows if they maxed out their credit card for the Chanel bag, but you own all this. but she looked through the glass onion, as the Beatles once said, to see how the other side lives. And she thought she had failed. She thought she had failed. I see a lot of Filipinos, no disrespect, go into the expensive stores at West Edmonton Mall. Yeah, I mean, Filipinos, my wife will tell you, Filipinos love to show off their wealth. They are very flashy and showy with their money. We had friends, right, here in town locally. She was Filipina, he was a white guy. He was from Connecticut, Massachusetts, from Boston. He was from Lynn, the city of sin. You never come out the way you went in. He was from Lynn, Massachusetts. And they would get paid, pay their bills, and then pawn something so they could have a big party at their house that weekend and show off their TV that they financed. So some Filipinos are like that. Some of them are also very pragmatic and very good at business, and they save money over here and they spend the money over there. I work at an inpatient psych ward, and we're seeing people coming in depressed because they became best friends with AI chatbots. And when the realization kicks in, they are depressed. Yeah, man, I mean, that's a real thing. I use ChatGPT, and I know it sounds bizarre, but I talk to it. It talks back, but you can fall into traps with this kind of stuff. That's an interesting take that you have there, and I didn't even realize that was happening. That's craziness right there. My goodness. I have to check to see if there's any, so hold on, trading view, economic calendar. I'm sorry, I have to check one thing here to see how long I can go on this. 3 Bar News, Friday. Of course there is. Okay, so there's actually 5:30 a.m. news, which means I got to get home and go to bed by like 9:30 at the latest. Truly great leader brings out the best in everyone else. We should all struggle to be confident enough to do the same. Good point, Bill. Maybe I wish I was a better leader. I don't know. But these chats, I just sometimes go off on a tangent. My brain goes to a place, and then I go to this place, then I go to that place, and I really apologize for that because some of you guys probably hate that. But anyways, you guys have been a great audience. What a wonderful audience, as Jimmy once said on South Park. If you guys want to reach out to me, you guys can email me right here on the screen. You can also send me a text message there if you guys would like to. I may or may not stream tomorrow night because the big fight is on, and we'll see how long that fight goes. Maybe somebody knocks somebody out cold and it's over in 10 minutes. But I'll be out on Saturday 100% for sure, unequivocally. Keep having faith in yourself. Keep having faith in your family. Overall, most importantly, have faith in God. God's looking out for you. He's going to give you 2 paths. Okay, the path to God, it's this little crack in the door, and you got to push through the door. God's going to open the door for you, but you got to go through it. That's called the weave. I'm weaving, whatever that means. Somebody explained to me the weave in the chats before I leave. Just push through the door, do the right thing. My wife is very wise. She once said, every time you leave the house, hubby, you go down this side of the street. That could be quick money, that could be good, but for a minute, and eventually you get trapped, and then your life is bad. When you go this way, it might be a little bit more difficult, but that's the righteous path. It's the righteous path. So always try to take the righteous path. If you guys want to email me about God, if you have questions, I had questions too. And I was an atheist, and then I was an agnostic. And then COVID hit, and they told me the science was good. And I looked around and I said, the science is BS. Okay? Science is garbage. So maybe everything the scientists were telling me is untrue. Maybe everything about this God thing is untrue. But what is the weave exactly? Let's see here. How can Filipinos afford Gucci and Prada when they come to Canada or the USA? Do entry-level jobs. Well, the problem is you're in Canada. Now, in Canada, nurses don't get paid jack. Okay? Yeah. Welcome to socialized healthcare. I know you think it's good, but let me tell you, it can be bad. Okay? Nurses don't get paid very much in Canada, but dentists get paid a lot, and Filipinos are incredibly hard workers. I'm sorry if you don't like the fact that most immigrants are harder workers than you. Yeah, it's called this. The further away you come to a better life, the harder you will work to enhance your life. If you're born here, you hate life, you go hold up a sign, give me some money. If you're not born from here, you come here. I don't care if they're harder workers. I just explained it to you, boss. They're harder workers than you. They're running side businesses. They're saving up their money. They're better at managing their money because they come from a place. Big fan. When you come from a place where the highest rate of pay for a daily worker working in a store, it's in Manila, the capital, the NCR, the National Capital Region is Manila. It's like $12 a day for an office worker. A day, bro, a day. But when you come from that background, right, and you come to Canada or the United States, you'll do everything to get ahead. You'll just do so much to get ahead in life. And Yogi, I want to apologize. I didn't realize that guy was going so hard on you. You've been a really good supporter of us for a long time. I mean, I'm not talking financially, but you've just been in my chats for years, and I do apologize to Yogi. I didn't realize that the guy was just trolling you for that long. And then when I started calling him out, he started yelling at me, and it was a fiasco. And that's me not being a very good leader. But, you know, there's a ton of Filipinos in the medical field. And what you guys don't know, like, you might think, oh, they just go to school in the Philippines and they just come to Canada, the United States. Oh yeah, they go to school in the Philippines. Let me tell you what that path looks like. Let's say you go to the school in the Philippines for 4 years to become a dentist, right? And then you become a dentist, you go to 4 years of residency in the Philippines to be a dentist. And then you decide to move to Canada or the United States. Do you know what that path looks like for you? It looks like you being a dentist in the Philippines and coming here and being a dental hygienist or an assistant in this country. That's what your education in the Philippines gets you. And then what they'll do is they'll give you a visa so you can go to school. But they, in a lot of cases, won't give you government money. You have to pay for your own education. Now, you do get a big discount in Canada with this. You get a big discount. It's still going to cost you $9,000 a year, right? You're going to pay about $9,000 a year, and you can work during that time in your field. But guess what you got? You got 8 more years of school. So now you've gone to school for 16 years. Do you wonder why these folks work so hard? Because everything's on the line for them. Because again, the further away you come, the more successful you'll generally be. It's unfortunate that so many people break the law to come here, because those people, if they had just gotten in line and had a better way to do it, they would definitely enhance the country in a lot of ways. But unfortunately, the bad apples are running around creating atrocities, and we have to do something about it. That's it. Half my doctors and nurses are Filipino. They're smart and take care of... See, that's what I'm saying, man. I gotta sort my life out for me and my family. Aside from my father, I think my wife is the only person that's ever truly believed in me. That's why I do these streams so often, because it's been so bad at work for so long, and I just knew that if I come out here and I hustle my balls off, something will happen and we'll pull through it. And it looks like things will turn around, and they always do turn around. And then you have to have faith, and I have faith in God, and I pray for that turnaround to happen. And I pray for maybe a video I do goes viral and I can do this full time, like the Jacobs and the Pompsies, who I admire so much. Jacob was the reason I started my channel. But that's why, man, my car's kind of broken down. I got to get the oil changed. I have a check engine light on, dealing with my thermostat and my radiator. And so I get a scooter because somebody donated a scooter to the channel. So I take, and I do these things, and I come out here so I can connect with you guys and we can support ourselves. You know what I mean? So that's what these streams mean to me. That's what, even if you do, even if you just like and share this video, that's what they mean to me. And I'm never gonna stop until God tells me I'm done. He hasn't said that yet, so that's good. All right, that being said, I do have to get home. It's 8 o'clock. It takes me 40 minutes to get home, and I gotta go uphill, and I gotta be in the wind. So I'm gonna let you guys ruminate on everything that I said. You guys consider 76K is nothing to sneeze at. Thanks so much, Bill Kiss. Appreciate you. Bill supports us on Patreon and yearly. He gets extra content. If you guys want to reach out to us, send us an email. We always reply. If you guys send a PayPal after the stream, I either text you if you're on my text list, if you've texted that number, and I thank you, or I open up an email. That's it. You guys are fantastic. I love you guys. Great. What does that say? You do the real Vegas, not the make-believe sponsored Vegas. Cool. I'm glad you guys are happy. I'm happy. I'm glad Carl Winslow was watching over the stream the entire time. Regina Val Johnson was an underrated actor, just so you know. I watched you before COVID. The streams are very informative. Once you hit 100K, big money comes in. I hope so. Science, perhaps another layer of religion. Okay, my church did a whole thing. Okay, my church did a whole thing. Jesus wasn't about religion. Okay, if you're like a Baptist independent Christian or you're a Protestant, it's not about religion. It's not about religion, right? It's not about religion. It's about your connection to God. You see, because back in the day, when Jesus came about, the one thing that he didn't like was that the Pharisees, which were the Jewish leaders in Israel at the time, back then, they had made the religion really, really complicated. So they had the core tenets of Judaism here. And they said these people can't adhere to these rules. So what they did was they built another set of rules out here. And then these people couldn't adhere to these rules. So they built another set of rules here. And then they monetized their religion. They took the sacrifices, because in the Jewish religion you used to have to do sacrifices. And if you were poor, you could do a simple thing like a dove to sacrifice for your sins, right? And you would bring that to the Pharisees, the priest, and then they would butcher the animal in a ceremonial way. If you were rich, it would be a goat. And then they started just taking money for this. And then they took the temple, where it was for non-believers to come in and hear the word, and they started setting up shop, selling trinkets and things and monetizing the religion. And Jesus had stated, it's not about the size of your hat or your garb. It's not about how much money you throw into the coffers. There's a story in the Bible about a lady who donated very little, and he points out that she donated more because that's all she had. And it mattered more the significance of her giving what she could versus giving more. And so he storms in and he says, this is bollocks, this is BS, this is not what it's all about. So you have Catholicism, and Catholicism is much the same. And if you're a Catholic, I believe you're a Christian, and that's good. But Catholicism is much the same, right? You have the Bible. Most Catholics don't read the Bible. But what do they read? They read the Catholic liturgy, which is this thing that's so big and it's been added to by man over and over and over again. And look up the Catholic 10 Commandments. They're different than what's in the Bible. They really are. There's the second commandment, or what is it? I don't remember the number. It's like, I am, your Lord God, and you have no other idols before me. But the Catholics, my wife's country does it. The Santo Nino and this and that, and these are idols that they display, and they pray to the thing on the wall of Jesus on the cross, but you're not supposed to do that. And there's some Christian churches that don't even put a picture of Jesus in there because you're praying to the picture, and that's not what you pray to. You pray to the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. So point is that it's like, you're right, science has become a religion for people. Science has become a religion for people. And it is something because when you take God out of your heart, you have to worship something. So they turn to science and they start worshiping science. And then they start worshiping freaking political leaders. They worship political leaders. Some of them worship Trump. Some of them worship Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and Barack Obama. And they worship celebrities and they worship their technology. But they don't worship God. And that's a major problem. And that's all I gotta say about that. As Forrest Gump once said, what kind of stupid comments did I say? What kind of? Oh my gosh, I got lit up by the Lord just now, didn't I? I am so sorry. I lost 50 of you guys on the stream. Oh man, I just lost 50 on the stream. God bless y'all. God bless you. What did Yogi say? Yogi said, the next 4 years are going to be very good economically. Everyone should follow what rich people do in the stocks. Just follow what Nancy Pelosi does. There's a whole X handle. You can go on X, Twitter, and you can follow what Nancy Pelosi does, because what they do is they have this one handle on X called Pelosi Watch, I think it's called. And on the Pelosi Watch, they'll tell you what stock trades she's making, what she's buying and what she's selling. And if you want to buy and sell like Nancy Pelosi, you could always do that. So it's funny, man. What a big fan. Steve took us to the Vegas church. No, You know, one day in my dream life, I'm in the Philippines. I'm talking to Catholics about how much simpler the Lord can be to them. And, you know, I'm going to get emotional. I love you guys so much. I have so much love for you guys. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you on Saturday. And we're going to be somewhere on the Strip. We'll probably go see the Strip on Saturday. Maybe we'll go downtown. I'm not really sure. Okay, the car's broken down. It's kind of a reach on my scooter, but I can always clock out the miles and see if it can make it. Yeah, I'll say a prayer for all you guys to have a great night. Okay, I love you guys. Send me an email if you guys want to. We'll talk to you later. Like, share, subscribe. I'll miss you till Saturday. If I stream tomorrow night, it'll be after the fight. Enjoy the fight, guys. And I hope Tyson wins, but I don't think he will. Thank you for your long reply, Steven. Was on purpose. Oh, you know how to set me off, TV4 Poe. I hope I see you again in my chats. Checking on 321. Click 321, and we gotta go. Bye, guys. I'm smiling. I'm sure. I'm good. You guys are good. Bye.